I could say that.
It's a
She
family
had
show,
on
but
no
I have
wares.
Tracy
No
and Tim,
wares.
So
You know
we'll see
that
what we can do.
That word panties is just.
Yeah, I don't know about panties.
And back then, women didn't get Brazilians; they got Peruvians.
They got mohawks.
Yeah,
No, it's a bald eagle now.
yeah.
Yeah, well, you know what Janice
spikes?
Dickinson said, that the only place a woman should have hair is on her head. That's it. Nowhere
I
else.
wish I could agree with that.
What year was this?
Yeah.
I'm so confused.
I know. See, this is what happens. You got all kinds of generations.
We
in
ain't
here.
learn about that in history class.
Yeah.
No.
Well, guess what? You're gonna learn a lot in the next hour. Let me tell you.
Yo, I literally look like the tallest person in the room.
Who?
Yeah, oh yeah.
You are, man. Look at you. Look at you.
I look like a giant.
Let me sit up straight. I'm feeling ashamed of myself.
I'm sitting on a regular chair.
Suck
That's
my-
what it is.
my
Yeah.
breath.
I look like the shortest person.
Tim's just
I gotta
like,
make sure
Tim's
I stay
like, "What's
skinny.
up?"
I do modeling. Oh, I have to talk about my event this week.
What event is that?
It is the one coming up at I Play America.
That's right.
It is at 12
I
o'clock,
play America.
and it is for autism.
I thought autism was only in October.
Autism awareness and
Oh, that. Never mind.
That went over my head.
That
So I
Panera
have
chicken
that-
is like working its way, man. Oof.
You had Panera before you got
I
here?
had Panera chicken, yeah. It was
I had a Lunchable.
No, you didn't.
Wait,
No,
who
you
said that?
didn't.
You?
I did.
You had a Lunchable?
I actually have it. I didn't even finish it.
I love Lunchables. I'll
Oh
tell you
my
that.
god.
Did you want to
for real.
finish it?
Great
Or are you
snack.
okay?
You know that's
No,
just like
perfect.
processed crap.
It's good
Hey.
food, though.
You
It's good
said
food.
it's processed crap.
Processed crap.
Hey,
I'm putting this up here.
processed
Guys,
crap tastes
we're
better
off
than
I
Facebook
thought
lunch.
your
Live, so make sure
generation
you
takes
share it.
care of your bodies now. I thought this
Facebook
is
Live,
the generation.
You can share it.
Good.
Sometimes we
You
get
want to?
tired of it.
No, it's already shared, I thought.
You gotta
Well,
take
it's
care of
on
the
my page,
vessel
but you
so
can
it
share
can
it.
last.
Well, then
I
certainly.
get tired
You
of
don't wanna be
avocado.
dead.
Certainly,
Share the
then.
Facebook on your page.
Oh.
We're Facebook Live on DJ Danny Show, so share it to your page. Hey. So we can go live.
Where it's at?
DJ Danny Show.
No, I know that's what it's called.
No, it's at DJ Danny Show. It's not called DJ Danny.
No, but I'm saying like if I look it up on Facebook.
I see myself.
Hey, Bungalow Bill.
Oh no, that's not me.
That's not you.
That's DJ Pup Tag.
That's an old. That's a DJ. There
I
it is.
just clicked on DJ Pup Dog.
That's from an old radio station I used to work at.
That's right.
DJ Pop.
I remember that.
Is that like a typewriter?
All right.
Nah, it's just a.
So where is it? Where is it? I don't see it. I'm on it.
That keeps me so occupied from my
Exactly.
ADHD.
Here we
right
go.
now.
Here we go.
You just pop it.
Yo, I do this all day. I don't even notice when I'm
He
doing
has
it
a phone
anymore.
case that has bubble pop on it.
I
I
like
need
it.
to get me one of those.
Yeah, me too. Where'd
I
you
love
get it
bubble.
from?
5 and below, and it was the last one.
5 and below. Isn't it just 5 below?
No, that was a movie about dogs, I thought.
Oh.
He said 5 and below.
5 and below.
It's just 5 below.
And I
Told you.
buy
And the
everything
drinks start
less than
kicking in.
$5. So
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, that's.
I used to work at a place. They used to do this employee of the month, and then you employee of the month. You get employee of the month. You'd have to make a certain amount of money, and I'm talking like 70, 80, 100, 110, $120,000 for the company, and you'd get a gift, and it'd always be something from 5 below, and you'd be like, I just brought this company $100,000, and you're getting me a $5 piece of crap. Thanks.
Probably a
Thanks,
bar of
guys.
candy.
All right,
too.
guys, we're gonna start very
Appreciate
soon.
it.
We're gonna start at 6 o'clock. We have actually Alyssa Lego tuning in right now. She's from Chit Chat with Alyssa.
Alyssa Lego? What, does she got
Ooh.
bumps all over her?
Lego. No, she's actually.
Do you
the one
stack women on top of her and
she
make
also-
houses?
I'm actually doing the modeling with her. She's
Really?
the one doing the autism for the
Okay,
Marie.
okay.
I'm
They
sorry, Morgan
and guess
Marie
what?
Michael Foundation.
Tim, they fit right
She's
together.
amazing.
They fit together,
Oh,
the two of them.
so it's
Believe it.
autism, ODD-tism.
No, autism.
Oh, autism. That's what I mean. It
Autism
happens in
awareness.
October.
And I'm just appreciate for her
serious.
tuning in right now. She's such an amazing person.
I believe you. Of course I do.
Alyssa Lego is awesome. So
She
I
have
appreciate
a-
her
You
tuning in.
are so beautiful to me.
She always is. She knows she is.
I love it.
I miss
Now,
being
how-
on the air with Tim.
Thank you.
We
Thank
used to be
you.
on the air together.
We were.
I guess,
Robbinsville
did I make it
train
happen
wreck.
right now?
That's right.
I made it happen right now.
You
Yeah,
did.
but we were back in Anne Frank's attic over there in the other building. You know? Now we're in this nice studio.
You know the studio you were at that you
Yeah,
were
I know.
knocking on that nobody came
I
to?
know what you're talking about.
And you thought somebody, you were there first?
Okay, you do know who Anne Frank is. Do you guys know who that is?
I know who Anne
Yeah,
Frank is.
I've heard of her back in the day.
She was back when the.
Back in the day?
Yeah.
How old are you?
At 31. I don't look it. I know.
She was back when the
Thank you.
Harry stuff
You
was
know
going
the-
on, right?
Harry?
World War
Harry.
II, right.
About before the
Wait,
show.
Yeah.
Harriet?
She was a
Harriet
prisoner.
Tubman? Or you mean Harry? Who's Harry?
I said the Harry stuff that we was talking about,
Yeah.
like when we were talking about the Harry
No.
I
We don't think she made it to that age. Either,
I don't think she
know?
made it that far.
Yeah.
She was during the World War II.
yeah,
She was hiding out,
wish I
and
could've
she
just
wrote a
said
book
it.
about it. She was hiding out from Hitler, so she wouldn't be put in the comps. Mein
Oh my
Kampf.
God! You just said that.
Yeah.
I thought we were talking about Harriet Tubman.
No,
But you
you're
were talking
way.
about hair.
Wait, who's Harriet Tubman?
The one that
Oh,
did the
she was.
thing.
She replaced
That's
Diana
racist.
Ross in the Supremes.
That's racist. How do you know Anne Frank? God, I'm ashamed.
Upside down.
Oh my goodness gracious! We are getting ready to start soon. Dad, can you play Patricia in a minute? All right.
Oh, all the other guys have played her. Might as well join the gang.
Hi, this is Patricia Maya, and you're listening to DJ Danny Show on Hamilton Radio.
Good evening, everyone. Today is Tuesday, May 14th, 2019. Welcome to the DJ Danny Show on HamiltonRadio.net stream HR2. I'm your host, DJ Danny. I'm joined in the studio with a whole bunch of comedians. To my right, I have Miss Tracy Perkins. What's your last name?
Perkins? The hell are you talking
I
about?
thought her last name was Frank.
Perkins? Dude, you like totally grabbed my boob when you did that.
That was
too.
Tracy Tubman.
I should have wore a looser shirt.
No, she couldn't grab that with one hand.
I think my nail just
You need a
stabbed
first
it.
baseman's
You
glove.
stabbed me in the boob.
My apologies. Oh, Lord.
That would be Tracy Paris,
It's
and that's my
Paris.
real name.
Okay, I thought it was
Yes.
Perkins. I'm sorry.
No.
I typed Perkins when I was trying to tag you on Facebook, and
All
I
right,
couldn't
move
find
on. Move on, Al. You
probably
lost me.
tagged somebody
You
Yeah.
lost me.
random.
You lost me at Perkins. You lost me at
Tracy
Perkins.
Yeah.
Perkins.
you. All right, and I have William Burnett.
Did you say that right?
Is it Burnett? Barnett.
Burnett.
Okay, we were
Burnett.
trying to
Burnett.
see.
Like
Yeah,
Burnett.
Burnett.
Or Burnett.
Like
Like
Burnett.
Burnett.
Like Carol Burnett?
Sure. Whoever that is.
Again. He doesn't know who that is, and
No
neither does
idea.
Turtle.
I have no idea.
And I don't even know why you know who it is.
That's probably my cousin.
My
Let's just go
parents?
with
Oh,
that.
your parents.
My cousin.
That's definitely my cousin.
Yeah, that's definitely not your cousin.
I have Tim Eli here, the Eggman.
No,
No, the Eggman.
That's the egg yolk I am. I am the yolk man. Hey, you know they always say celebrity deaths happen in threes. It happened again.
Yeah, it did.
Peggy Lipton, Doris
Yes.
Day, and Tim Conway today.
Yes, Tim
Yep.
Conway was
Yep.
today.
Yep.
Yes.
Again, I don't
It was
know
crazy,
nobody.
though.
My
I don't
alimony.
know who any of those
They don't know
people
any. Well, you said Carol Burnett.
Are they from back in the day?
And he was on the
Yeah.
Carol Burnett
Big
show.
time.
It was Tim
Tim
Conway.
Conway was on the Carol Burnett show.
He was on my
just
cousin's
passed
show?
away. He was on your cousin's show.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Now, okay, wait. I'll say something that maybe you guys can relate to. So Peggy Lipton used to be married to Quincy Jones.
I've heard of Quincy.
Okay, so Quincy Jones,
Did
who was
she
a big
make the
producer.
iced tea? Lipton?
No, no,
Lipton
no,
iced tea?
no,
I was
no,
gonna
no,
mess with
no.
her for a second.
So now wait, here we go. So
She made the
Quincy
iced tea?
Jones and Peggy Lipton had a daughter named Rashida Jones, who is on Parks and Recreation, very famous actress. Now,
Very, very
I've never
Present.
seen that show. Is that
Do you
the one
guys-
with Amy Winehouse? No, not Amy Winehouse. Oh my
Never
god.
Oh, you're thinking Amy Bordello, whatever house that is.
Adams? No.
Oh, Adams.
Amy Winehouse is dead.
Yeah.
What the hell is going on here?
R.I.P.
No.
I'm trying to relate to the younger generation here.
Hey, if
happening?
she might be with
we
us
got-
if she went to rehab.
If you want to relate to the younger generation,
She said no.
All
Yeah,
right,
but
we
she said
also
no,
have-
no.
We also have Turtle here. Thank you so much for being here as well.
No problem. I don't know. How to wait.
Oh my god.
I was like, I don't know.
Wait right
What do I
here
do
with the
with my hands? I don't know
camera.
what to do with my
Hi,
hands right now.
hello. Okay. So who wants
what are we talking
to
about?
go first?
Wait, we haven't. Oh God,
Well,
we haven't
wanna
made
get-
sense
we need to
yet.
have some- we need to have some funny moments in the show.
The only
Be funny.
you
Make
grabbing her chest wasn't funny.
Make
It was
me
certainly steamy.
I think I
Tell
more
me-
just tried to poke her nipple. Like it was just right there with my nail.
laugh. We don't need a reenactment.
you don't know
We're
what
good.
she likes.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Apparently, golden showers. I don't.
What?
Oh my god, we're going straight to our
This
show.
is the hostess
Hey,
that is telling us keep it clean, guys.
We can't curse, but we can say
Yeah.
golden showers.
Yeah.
I'm trying to curse now.
Oh my
I feel like I
God.
should curse
How do
now.
What the hell?
Wait, how do you get from poking a boob to golden showers?
Yeah,
you
what?
missed a whole bunch of stuff in the middle there. A whole bunch of stuff in the middle.
Skip first, second,
Yeah.
third base.
Yeah.
Just
I'm
went
telling
straight to the home run.
What the
Yeah.
hell is happening?
It's the home run right there.
I have been called a
foul
peon.
ball.
But,
What?
Something.
I've been called a peon.
That was
But you know, yeah.
I mean, called the peon. All right, so why don't you talk a little bit about yourself, Turtle, just so we can get.
Tell me about yourself, Turtle.
My name is Turtle Puccio. I'm
Are you in the mic? I can't hear you.
31. Yeah, I'm in the mic.
Okay.
You can't hear me?
I
Yeah,
can
we
hear
Hear
you.
you now, yeah.
No, all right. I'm a upcoming celebrity. I'm a Jersey Shore auditioner back in the day. And yeah.
He's one of those. No,
I'm
just
one of
kidding.
those.
Let me tell you
One of
something.
them.
You should have gone on that damn show
I
because they
should've.
make so much money. They make so much
Oh,
money.
that's going to make him feel a lot better now.
I know.
Yeah.
Could have been.
Listen, Pauly D's almost 40. I mean, you know what I'm
I
saying?
know, and he
It's
looks
like,
good for his age.
Nah, I like Double Shot
Rich.
of Love, and I always watch it. But continue.
I don't watch
Okay.
it.
Rich.
Never did.
I don't
Sorry,
watch it no more.
Mister. Why didn't you now tell me? Did they tell you why you didn't get it?
Oh,
If you want to explain
all
your
right.
story,
So,
you can.
I wanna
You have to.
well, all right.
And we're gonna
so,
go to William right after.
I tried out for the Jersey Shore. So I filled out an application. I sent it out. I didn't get back. They didn't get back to me for like a year because they went to Miami, got kicked out of Miami, and wanted more money to go back to the Jersey Shore. So they said that we're going to make another cast if you guys don't want to, agree to our terms. So they called me in because they liked my audition. So I had to make a videotape for them. So I brushed my teeth with Jack and drank it
He's
the whole
Kesha.
time in my
Wait, can
video.
I just say you're
because
Kesha?
TikTok came out at that time. So, TikTok was like brush your teeth with Jack. So I was just being crazy at that time. They actually liked the video. So they called me 2 weeks later and told me I have an audition in Atlantic City, which was like the best thing in the world. So I drive down there, get to the lobby. Some guy finds me and he goes, "Are you Turtle?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "We've been expecting you." I was like, "Oh my God, this is crazy. I thought there was going to be like 400 people here."
VIP moment right
Yeah,
there.
VIP. I was like, "This is great." You're taking me up the elevator and everything. You want to hold my luggage and shit? I mean,
Dope.
Nice.
so then I get up there and they told me to stand in front of the Italian flag. And then they told me to take off my shirt, my shorts, and basically stand there in my underwear and socks and do an interview in underwear and socks.
That's inappropriate.
Oh, it was crazy.
You did it?
I
course you
mean, I
did.
did it, but I was like right then and there, my whole like charisma just went down the
What
hill.
else
Nah,
did
you
you
should
have
have
to
did
do?
that with confidence.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
I had to
exactly-
hit on this. I had to hit on this 30-year-old.
Oh shit.
And
Well, wait. What
Man,
did
I
you
would've
do?
spent
How
the
did you
game
hit
of
on
my
her?
life.
What did you?
What's your line?
you're making me say this.
He's in his underwear, for Christ's sakes.
Yeah, I'm in my
Doesn't have to say Jack.
I don't know why I had to do that. I was like, is this the wrong audition? Like, is this the porn version?
He's in his underwear. He just walked up and said, "Pop goes the weasel."
That's pretty much it, right?
So pretty much that's what I had to tell the girl.
And she turned you down.
Well, they were just shocked I even said something like that.
Oh, it's too cool.
And they were
He
like,
said
"Does it
pop.
work?" And I was like, "Never has, but I thought it'd work here." And they were like, "Well, we'll give you a call." And I was like,
Oh, you
well,
blew it.
So
I
you
blew it.
didn't
I
get the
blew it.
audition.
You
Yeah,
would have like
but-
had sex with all of them because they pretty much like interchanged with each other on that show, especially in the early
I think
season.
I'd be the one with like the cool car, the cool dude.
They don't.
'cause-
They don't drive on that show.
Well, they do.
They have a rental. They have a rental SUV that they all have to use.
Yeah, but
one
they show
vehicle.
up in the car and
They
then
show up, and then
they
you don't see the
film
car
that.
again. Yeah, you don't
I
see
would
the
at
car
least have
again.
the cool car showing up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
That's what I wanted.
You would be kind of like the situation.
No,
Oh.
not at all.
Snooky.
He's in jail.
You don't have the abs, right?
He's in jail.
No, I
right
don't.
now.
I have.
He's like, I don't have the situation
have-
right now.
Yeah, I have a
Situation's in
keg.
jail.
Abs are stressful. Abs are very
So sorry, I had to
Yeah.
know.
I'm still
If
trying
you
to
gotta
get
do
my
like
abs.
500
Abs
crunches
Yeah,
are
a
I'm
day.
still
stressful.
trying. Like I got the ones I could hold my breath and they'll show like really good.
Me
but-
too. Same here.
Yeah,
Perfect.
but
I use it for my
otherwise,
Marlon.
I'm
If I suck my
Just
gut in and punch
skinny.
myself 400 times, it'll show up.
Yeah, it'll be beat
It'll be
red.
there. I'll be like,
that's a
"Hey,
great
what
training
up?"
regimen. I might have to
I
hit
need
you up
to
for
start doing
that.
that right now. No.
They have machines that do that. You know.
That punch your gut.
Yeah, they're called defibrillators, and you're usually unconscious.
Clear.
But yeah,
That was not the sign that I got. I mean,
I got a different
my
side
mind just
too.
went somewhere else.
Real quick, guys.
I know where your
before-
mind went.
Real quick, before we get to William to describe himself, I want to let everyone know that Lewis from iHeartRadio is tuning in right now, DJ Friction. So I hope everybody says hello
Hello.
Hello.
What's up, Friction?
iHeartRadio.
And he says that he's
don't
got
like
a
friction.
keg right now,
It's such
and
a
he's
good
an
radio
upcoming
voice.
celebrity too.
Is that a birthday keg?
I think it's a drink.
Hey, listen, my friend.
Ooh, I need cake.
I got iHeart on right now. Nothing.
I knew what you were saying.
Thank you. We're older. You know, Snooky threw her panties at a guy one time on Jersey Shore. He got a yeast infection in his eye. They don't make drops for that shit.
Family. You might as well take that family show thing and just throw it out the window.
Oh, thank you.
He had
It's
bread
not
growing
that
his eye
bad.
crust.
Oh, come on. That's disgusting. These are disgusting.
Oh God!
My
All right.
God. Can we clean this up a
It's
little?
time for
Yes.
you, William. Why
It's
don't you
6:08 p.m.
Yeah, Will, clean it up.
Whoa, you
all
want
on
me
you
to
now.
do it? You don't want to come to me, all right?
That Mr. Clean stuff.
do a little bit of description for yourself?
I'm a black guy. if you can't tell, that's just how to
Yeah!
describe it.
Get some color.
The only one in the room. No, just kidding.
Exactly.
Only
like I-
one that didn't vote for Trump
There's a
anyway.
little black in me.
Yeah, you
you
damn
better
right.
watch out.
I didn't vote for Trump.
That's two.
I
No,
might-
Lewis, it still
I
is.
might have voted for Trump.
No, I don't vote.
What?
Yeah, hold on, wait, I have
You
a
didn't
question.
know.
Has anybody heard how much he's paying for the wall, like to make the wall?
It's like 8.2
What's he getting? Pink
billion.
Floyd back
Yeah.
together?
I heard it was $100 an hour. Trump has my vote. If I can make
$100 an hour?
$100 an
You
hour
know
to make
what?
the wall,
This might
Oh,
be-
you're going to go build the wall?
I will go build 3 walls if he needs them.
Listen, yeah, get a couple of our buddies. We go to Home Depot, right?
I'll build it myself if he doesn't get the funding for $100 an hour.
Like, how many hours do you think you're going to be working? 2?
I'll work forever.
Till
I think
it's
it
done.
was the
Till
worker
it's
till-
done.
See, you missed the small print because on the bottom it said $100 an hour for 2 hours, and then they ship you out and get somebody else.
Really?
So that's
Well, that's
basically
more
it.
than I make at my job still.
Oh, I'm
That's
sorry.
even better. I got the rest of my day. I get $200.
Is it $100 an hour tax free? Like, do you get
I don't
cash at the
even-
end?
Yeah, I have no idea, but I saw it and I was like, yeah, I'm a Trump fan. I'm voting
right.
for
All
him.
right.
The economy's good, and that's good enough for me.
No, you're 100. Well, it's okay.
Who the hell's gagging in here?
Is it because I touched your boob?
That makes her choke?
I got something in my throat. Sorry.
Oh,
I just
sorry.
got stuck in my
Whoa.
throat.
Oh, well, you got a lot of people in here right now. As you said that.
Go ahead. Tell us more about your story.
More about myself.
All in all, it's just another brick in the wall.
Nicole Mazzina said we love Turtle.
That's
Thank you, Nicole.
Oh.
Wow.
Thanks.
Turtle's got
I feel
some
left
fans.
out.
It's actually short for terrapin.
Love everyone else.
Yeah, exactly.
Spread the love.
Spread it.
Spread the love.
Love everyone.
We will take some callers too. If anybody wants to call in, you're more is welcome to. 609-807-2492.
Yeah, we should have some
Oh,
calls.
I hope my cousin don't
That'd be
call.
You can continue.
That'd be dope.
Give us like a fun fact about yourself.
Fun fact about myself.
And you too.
Oh, God.
And then y'all got to give me one too.
I know we didn't even get Turtle. Much.
did.
We just said
I
what
did
happened
say
on
my
Jersey
fun
Shore.
fact. This is my fun fact.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
What's your fun
That
fact?
is a
I was
fun
down
fact.
in
That is
Jersey.
a fun
About
fact.
to be on the Jersey
You
Shore.
That's a
got
good story.
denied
That's a
Jersey
fun
Shore
fact.
to
That's
you.
a
Oh, yeah.
fun
All right, what's your fun fact?
My fun fact. I was trying to avoid the question. I tried to use that as a distraction so I could think of something.
Well, you could think about it. We can go to Tim.
That sounds like a great idea.
Tim. What's your fun fact?
Tim's full of facts. Are you kidding me?
I'm full of something, but yeah. Yeah. Full of facts. We need a fun fact.
Tim, tell us a fact.
I once got the thimble from Monopoly stuck in my nose.
Wow.
Okay.
Is that a fact?
Oh, yeah, my wife had to help me get it out.
Which thimble?
Which wife?
Oh, which thimble?
There's only one thimble. There's only one.
No, but which
What's
one?
The
Monopoly?
Monopoly. There's like pieces,
And
and
then-
a thimble is one of the pieces.
Oh, you mean like
what's
the pin thing?
It's a thimble.
No, the pieces. You know when you play Monopoly?
I don't know
They
what's
have
the
Yeah, I
they have a top
but I know.
hat.
Yeah.
They have a
Oh.
thimble.
Right.
I
they
took
have a
this show in the
car.
wrong direction,
the
folks. This
thimble-
one's on
It's
me.
a thimble.
The candlestick.
No, that's clue.
No, actually, I was trying to
No.
say symbol,
on
but I
your
have a
finger.
lisp.
The Chinese
Thimble.
trap.
And you
Damn,
do something.
My second wife actually was
Tim, you-
Irish, and she was bisexual. You know what I used to call her? Gaelic.
Oh my God! Let's go back to the thimble.
Poor Gaelic.
iHeartRadio Lewis DJ Friction said, Tim, you should be on Jersey Shore.
Why me? Just because I got bigger boobs than Snooky? On a cold day, I could hang Christmas ornaments on my nipples.
Got people calling.
You ever see that episode where Snooki was in a hot tub by herself? Don't tell me that's where chlamydia came from. We thought it was clam broth, too.
We can't keep talking about her vagina, okay?
Yeah,
She's
oh
a
my
very
God.
nice person.
She's from vagina?
I hope she
She's a
tunes
very
in.
nice person.
Is she?
Yeah, that'll
Sorry, Nicole.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry.
I used to see those bumper stickers. Gina, remember those vagina is for lovers? Or is that Virginia?
You know what? Leave Snooki alone, okay?
I did a good show tonight, guys.
DJ Danny.
Yourself, Tracy.
No, I don't know. What do you want to know?
A fun fact about yourself.
Fun fact
Tracy.
about myself. Probably the funnest. There's a lot of fun facts about
Funnest.
me.
What is
The
fun?
most fun.
There's another GED.
The most. Oh, let me be politically correct for Tim. The most fun. Is that better?
I like
The
funnest.
most entertaining.
DJ Friction says you're a funny man.
Really?
A great voice.
Is he autistic? Or does he have
He's the
those
one
like
that has
hamburgers
iHeartRadio.
things?
No, he doesn't have Asperger's.
No. Oh, they're Asperger's.
That's what they're
I
called.
thought they were like hamburgers or something, you know? No, you go to like Wendy's, ask for like, give me some of those Asperger's, you know?
I'm glad I don't eat burgers anymore.
It's exactly why.
I don't
Yeah,
eat meat.
that's
I'm a
why.
vegetarian.
Really?
Me too.
Really?
Yeah.
I tried to be a
good for you.
vegetarian. It lasted like a week.
Yeah, I tried to eat
That's
a
pretty
salad.
good.
That was about
Last
it.
week.
I like fake
Yo, I
chicken,
ate-
fake sausage,
Yeah, you gotta get fake stuff.
What-
bacon,
what's a fake
I
chicken?
had it all, and I'm telling you,
soy-based?
I didn't
It's
eat
really
none of
good.
it. I didn't even eat.
So it's not
vegetables.
Let
chicken
me
at
tell you
all?
something. The Impossible
I haven't had
Burger
meat
is
in
the
like a year,
best
couple months.
vegetarian burger I've ever had in my life. And if-
Impossible?
Impossible Burger, and
I
you
like
can't get
Bubba.
it very. Yeah, Bubba's doesn't even hold a candle to Impossible Burger.
Sheesh.
Is
Doesn't
that
even hold a
Beyond's?
candle.
Is that Beyond Meat?
Yeah, it's not meat at all. There's no meat at all.
No, but is it called Beyond?
no, that's totally different. It's called
Okay.
the Impossible Burger,
Okay.
and you can only get it in restaurants. You can't buy it in the store.
Like Red Robin. They just
Red Robin
released
has it.
Red
Order
Robin,
it when you go
yum.
there.
Okay.
You'll never know what hits you.
Okay, I'll get it.
How about over here on 33, Bubba Coo's Burritos?
Did you not see my face?
No good over
There
there?
used to be
I didn't-
Zach's Pancake House. No, what were they first? Steak and Shake, and then there
Steak
was
and
Zach's
Shake.
Pancake
Shake and
House,
bake.
Y'all love
and now
steak
they
and shake. I
became
miss
Bubba
that.
Coo's Burritos.
Something, yeah, Bubba Coo's. That's an interesting name, though,
It's
you have
just
to
Bubba
admit.
Coo's.
Weirdest.
Bubba Coo. That was Ricky Ricardo, right, Gene? Bubba Coo.
Bubba Lou.
Coo Island.
Wait, I'm
Baloo.
still waiting on your fun fact.
Yeah, what's your
Oh,
fun
my
fact?
Fun fact. All right, let's.
I
Just
know you
go
skipped
with
over
this.
Just
my
say
fun
something.
fact.
Let's just go with this vegetarian thing. I ate worse as a vegetarian than I did eating meat. Like, I
Yeah.
was eating all types of donuts and Snickers. Like, it didn't. But I claimed I was a vegetarian. I was really a vegetarian, though. I didn't eat no meat.
So you were eating a whole bunch of carbs and sugars.
It did not matter what else. As long as I wasn't eating meat, I was a vegetarian.
But you have to turn yourself off away from the meat.
You would think.
I would.
All right, no, vegetarian. How do you do that?
I first started off where I just started cutting out meats, and I never really ate them. I started to eat a lot of breads, but then I backed away from that. Then I found some incorporated answers, so I eat a lot of gardening. What is it called?
You think
What
her
the
name
hell
is
are you talking
Perkins?
about?
Don't ask her.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
I think it's called Gardein, Gardein.
I know what you talk about. Yeah.
Okay.
I eat those. I eat Morningstar. They're really good.
Oh, you're talking about brands.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, brands.
Yeah.
I thought you had a food called Gardein. I go, I don't know what the hell Gardein is.
No, that's the
Sounds like a
What the
fruit.
hell is Gardein? Oh, it's the brand.
Yeah,
Morningstar
Morningstar,
Gardein.
yeah.
So those are like tofu burgers almost. That's pretty much what they are.
I don't eat Boca, but I like Bubba
Yeah.
burgers and
Bubba's good. Bubba's
Morningstar
good.
has amazing corn dogs. They're amazing. They're vegetarian.
Yeah, it's
They
all
taste
just
like a
meat
real
fruit.
There's a
corn dog.
Madonna
But
song.
you got to get that stuff.
McDonald's.
You might be a morning star. You remember that song?
Because you
Starlight,
shine on me
Star bright.
wherever you are.
All right, getting back to meteor subjects. Nothing. Meteor
Mediocre?
subject. Meteor, meat.
Meh.
Oh,
Medi-
me.
oh,
Got you.
meteor.
Okay,
I
got
thought you
it.
were saying like
Okay.
meteor, like in the sky, like a meteor
Yeah.
falls.
I had one on my shirt. He pointed to my shirt, so I'm like, do I have a meteor on my shirt?
No.
No, you have two meteors on your shirt.
Hey, basically, the truth, I'm a vegetarian too. When I get horny, I beat my soy.
I'm never eating soy again. Thanks.
I beat my bubba.
Bubble shrimp.
That's it. I beat my boca.
Wait, DJ Friction wants to know who likes eating toast. Did somebody
Toes? Her feet better be clean, man.
Somebody
If you
said
look at the
toes.
bottom of her feet and you could sand the
What
wood
is he
with them,
doing
no.
right now to be
Yeah.
thinking about that?
He's getting ready for a show. He heard somebody say somebody likes to eat toes. He said.
We're obviously not
Nobody
talking
like
clearly.
to eat feet here.
We gotta stop talking
You got
over
a
each
foot
other.
fetish?
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Oh no.
Women only.
Hell no. Hell to the
Oh,
no.
so you're not looking at his feet.
No, definitely.
I got
definitely.
shoes on. He ain't
No.
looking at my feet. The shoes and socks.
I'm scared of feet.
Maybe they were part of that. They wanted to see your feet.
You
Well,
don't
no,
want
you
to
were
see
wearing
my
socks.
feet. You don't want to see my
No,
dirty
No,
ass
I'm
feet.
talking about your audition.
Oh,
Maybe they had to see your feet, but you didn't want to take your socks
Maybe
off.
that's
That
what-
could have
Oh,
offended
messed
you.
up the
maybe,
audition.
maybe. I don't
Maybe if
know.
you had sexy
I got ugly
feet.
feet. I don't think you want to see those. I wear
If you had sexy
Feet are ugly. Everybody's feet are
maybe
ugly.
you would have
Yes,
won.
I wear
I-
socks and
I agree
sandals
with
all
you.
the time.
Socks and sandals.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
All the time.
I really hope you're joking.
Fun
I
fact:
hope.
turtle sings pretty well in the shower. Are you blushing?
Yo,
Wait, who's
stop.
that?
Who is
Blushing.
that? Who's
Nicole
got?
Mazzina
I was
and
gonna say,
Jessica
Oh, no.
Ross.
apparently a
wait
woman
a
that's wet.
Second.
What?
Hold the phone. Who is that?
Turtle Rock. I mean
My old
Jessica
roommate.
Ross and Nicole Mazzina.
I think was it a friend with benefits?
No, it's just a roommate.
You must have been
I
singing
don't-
pretty
I
loud.
don't
then.
believe that.
No, he had to pay for his own dental.
Listen. I had roommates when I was your age too.
Tracy. All right. So where do you all live? You go first.
South Brunswick.
I live in Trenton.
Trenton. Wait, you
God,
live?
yeah.
Wait,
You're that close to
Where?
us. You're
wait,
right.
close to you.
Tim. You live in Trenton?
Trenton.
Trenton.
Why'd you say with an English accent?
I live in
I'm
Trenton.
straight from the hood of Ewing.
Ewing.
Hood of Ewing. There's some nice
hood of
parts of
Ewing.
Ewing too, you
There's
know.
a hood in Ewing.
No, there's no
I
hood.
thought there was just Trenton. Okay,
is-
good. I was just.
It
There's
is
some
the
parts of Ewing, there's
suburbs.
some ugly-
I'm
there's
straight
some
from the
ugly
suburbs.
Yeah, Robbinsville. Right here.
Okay.
Down the street.
Down the street.
Hamilton.
Hamilton.
We
Which
used
is-
to
we're
kill
all
them on
Central.
Radio.
basketball.
We're all Central Jersey here.
Yeah.
There ain't no Southern or Northern Jersey in here.
No.
I thought you were Southern.
No, I'm not Southern. Southern Brunswick.
Oh, got you. I heard something earlier, I think. Yeah.
No, you're like Cape May. You want to go? That's like up there south,
Yeah.
down that.
No,
way.
I like
that way.
Southern,
You know, Atlantic
but we don't
City.
have anyone.
What, like this? Like talking like this and
There
that?
you
Oh,
go.
that's like south.
Y'all,
That's what you want?
my best
How
friend
doing? I'm
is
Turtle
from-
Poochio. How's everyone doing out here?
This is good.
I'll take
This
the I'll
is
take
good
the I'll
for
take the
real.
British accent back. Can I have the British
Oh yeah,
accent?
can we just do accents? Everyone do
You
a
guys
different
want
accent. You gotta.
I could pretend to do. I could try my best.
That's good.
Look, it's not like we're taking you on a test. You gotta
Yeah,
make sure you
just-
get all this
just
right.
go it.
You
Look,
gotta get
I do
100
not
here,
care.
100
Did
here.
I would
Did
gladly
You
you
don't
read
pass
you
the
made?
radio test.
Wait, I gotta say
All right,
something
just
though.
give me one.
You have the best teeth I have ever seen in my life. Your teeth
Oh, hell
are
yeah.
so white
Look
and
at those.
straight. I don't understand how your teeth got like
He
that.
brushes them 2 times
Like
a
why?
day.
Why is it
My man.
Yeah.
3.
3
Good
times a
for
day.
you.
like your teeth
Do
are
you
like
floss
you
night
know,
and day?
it's the
Night
best
and
teeth.
Do I floss? I've probably flossed twice in my life.
I don't know. You got some good teeth. I don't know.
Yeah,
Just an
God bless me.
observation.
Good for you.
Just
Thank
an
you.
observation.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I saw my teeth and I was like, yo, I gotta be a comedian.
Got a great
Gotta
set of
make
mouth.
it.
That's definitely his
Teeth right there.
All right.
You want me to try? Can
Let's
somebody
do-
just give me just
I
tell
don't even
me
know
what
what's
to
happening.
do?
Cockney.
Cockney? A Cockney
What-
accent?
what-
Yeah.
No, that's a long cock.
Sure. I don't even know what that
What
is,
is
but I'm gonna
That's
just make
a
one
that's a
up. Let's
very
get it.
very big. It's a British accent, but it's from a part of.
I'm gonna just make up whatever
London.
I feel like Cockney
Yeah.
sounds
Yeah,
Thank
like.
you.
right?
Do it.
You make that up.
Thank you
All
very
right,
much.
now we going to sound like a Cockney.
Cockney.
A Cockney.
Cockney.
I have no idea what a Cockney is.
A cockney is like this. You talk like this. It was a little
Cockney's
bit,
like
little
this.
bit of a little something, a cockney.
A little
Like
bit.
something of a Cockney.
A little
It's
bit.
My fair
Little-
lady is cockney.
little bit.
I don't do cockney.
You got to do it. You got to do it.
You don't
got to
know
do.
Cockney.
I do muffly.
Muffley. That sounds like the name of my dog. Muffley. Come here, Muffley.
For you younger folks, cockney is from like My Fair Lady going back to the
Correct.
1960s,
But it's
you know.
also
Back in the
from-
day.
it's
Yeah,
from
see, I did-
Oliver.
Look,
See, I did
I
a
have-
reference, and
musical.
Tim, you're the only one that understood what the.
Anything
know,
older
I
than
know.
2000, I have no idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, and I understand that. I
You
do.
guys aren't familiar with the '90s. It's all 2000s for you.
No,
See,
I,
I was
I know
like
90s.
5.
Well, no, you're
Sorta.
31. How old are you?
31.
31.
31
25.
going on 24.
Am I
Oh, yeah,
the
so
youngest
you're-
one in the room?
I'm a
Yeah,
baby.
probably.
Okay.
Apparently,
Tim-
you're the youngest one in
Tim's
the
young.
room. Yes, I am.
Tim's
I
like
am.
17.
Thank you.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
name's not. I'm actually
Timothy.
23.
Timothy.
My name's not Timothy. I'm actually Benjamin Button.
Oh, all
You
right.
going backwards?
Oh, yeah.
Benjamin Button.
Certainly
over
in my
here.
sex life.
Certainly in my sex life.
And it hurts.
Oh, that's terrible.
Going backwards.
Goodness, I need to stay young forever.
Yeah, right.
Oh gosh,
You
my
okay?
mouth hurts.
Oh God.
I'm not
I haven't
going
heard that
there.
since
I
prom
am not-
night.
I am not. Gonna,
My
I was
God.
not going to. Thank you, Tim,
Yeah.
for going there because I
What the
wasn't
hell?
going to go there, but thank you.
Look, this is the last.
Yeah, I was waiting on that.
I want to hear a family-friendly show. This is
Yeah,
what I came
I know.
here.
I know.
It's the wrong show. Well, the wrong guests.
Listening audience,
Yeah,
believe it or not, this is
It's just to have
an
fun.
unscripted show. Believe nobody knew that. It's not scripted.
No, yeah, right. Nobody
Yeah.
knew anything.
My
Really.
show's never scripted. I told
That's
you, it's
great.
just you to have fun.
And
I'm
just,
having
Let's
fun.
give us
Yeah.
some material. Come on.
Some material.
Yeah.
Damn, we're going
Let's
right
make
into
us laugh.
material.
we're doing stand up.
Damn, I thought we were
Yeah,
laughing the whole
sure.
time.
We gonna do everything. We gonna do everything. You gotta go get more
Laughing the whole
jazz.
time.
It's hard. You can't say to a comedian, "Be funny." You can't say, "Be
Yeah.
funny." Do stand up. Doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
It's
Let's
just
do some
Yeah, you
stuff.
just go with it.
Yeah.
You can't just be like, "Hey, man, tell me a joke."
You guys are right. Exactly. It doesn't work that way.
Yeah, you
But I
can't
want a joke.
You want a joke. All
All
right.
of y'all.
Tim, go. Let Tim go.
just look at me.
All right. Oh, good God. No, I wish I was you, man. God, smell this guy's fingers. He is awesome. Honest to God.
Would you say pull his fingers?
No, smell them.
Don't smell them.
I mean, you have a good scent when you walked in, but why would you smell your fingers?
No. All right, we're
They-
going. No,
they-
that is
they've been
bad.
Well, your
somewhere.
fingers.
I'm being. I'm
Where are my
misbehaving.
fingers?
I'm
Your fingers,
misbehaving.
You guys were doing something. No.
I don't know.
No, I'm
Don't-
misbehaving.
Tim,
Please don't encourage
Tim,
them,
I
Danny.
told you not to tell
Do not
anybody.
encourage them.
God,
Oh my God.
can we edit this?
Can we like?
I don't want anyone to know
Too
about
late
my
now.
fingers.
Are you TJ?
What? Am I?
Or you go by TJ?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Somebody said some mean stuff.
Some mean stuff about me?
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh man.
Where the heck did that come from?
I don't know, but why? Who's saying something back? Because I guess I'm
Who is it?
You.
Shout him
gonna say
out.
something back.
I'm gonna let Tracy take care of it because I don't. Hate on a show is just ridiculous. And when it first starts,
I hate that.
When it first comes
Who is
off
this
like
guy?
that, I don't know.
That's Turtle.
No, that's not.
Okay, let's call him out. I'm gonna blast your ass,
Go
mister.
on.
Oh, Anthony.
Yes.
I work with him.
You work with him?
Can
Yeah.
let's go through his
Is he
Facebook
being funny?
and like roast him.
Is this him being funny?
Not great.
Yeah, it's just him.
Oh, he's just like
He's
that.
he's like 110 pounds.
Ah, Tracy, Anthony works in the grocery store, saving his pennies for someday. But Mama Leone.
Thank
never
you,
mind, never
thank you,
mind.
Tim.
Yeah.
It's all
Good.
right.
So he thinks he's trying to be funny. Maybe he
Yeah,
should be
yeah.
on the
Ant,
show.
Ant should be on the show.
Ant,
Hey,
would you
Ant,
like to
you
be on the
should get
show?
on the show.
Because you're funny.
All
You're
right, I'm
funny.
just
So
making sure.
this woman
I
goes
got
in.
anxious for you for a second. I was like, I hate. So.
Yeah. This
I
woman
hate
goes
hate.
in for plastic surgery. She wants a facelift. In the middle of the surgery, the surgeon sneezes. He had a grip and he pulled her skin too tight. He's like, oh my God, I got to finish this surgery. Okay. A couple hours later, she's in post-op. He says, look, we ran into some problems, but you're going to be fine. Don't worry. Hands her a mirror. She goes, what the hell are these things under my eyes? He goes, so I told you I pulled the skin too tight. Those are your tits. And she goes, oh, that explains the mustache.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
What the hell?
Well, I'm not having that. I am not having that.
I'm slow.
I am not having that.
Yeah, it went over my head because I
Right
didn't
over my
understand
Listen,
it.
listen, wait. Who understood that joke? Hands up. That's the problem.
He was the surgeon.
You get it?
Is this a back in the day joke?
No.
Wait,
It's a
Can you
joke.
explain this?
It's a
I'm
joke. Wait, it's a joke where you actually have to think about it. It's not a joke. It has nothing to do with back in the day. It has to do with visual. Visual. Do the visual in your head. Do the
I
visual.
want to take a guess.
So you pull the face. Oh, so the dick. The dick was the mustache.
No. She's a girl.
Keep it clean, she says.
She's a girl.
We are going to bloody hell.
I
She's
know
a
what it is
girl.
now. Oh my gosh, I know what it is.
She's a
Okay,
girl.
so-
Facelift. She's a girl.
Okay, Nicole said that
Pull it
she
up.
never showered with you,
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. No, we don't
and
shower.
said that you're loud.
You just.
Yeah.
Oh.
I-
Oh.
yeah, sing by myself. I don't want no one in there.
So
It's not a duet.
Tracy did a
It's not a duet up in
because you're
there.
loud. Like,
You're
She
loud?
never showered with you.
No.
However,
but you're loud,
And you're loud.
outside the
so
shower.
you can't say anything on that.
What's going there?
Well, it's
Listen to my
what I
door.
do with my fingers.
Tim should know.
Zing.
Have fun with that.
Oh my god.
All right, William.
It's serious.
Yeah, William, be
Just-
funny.
Be funny.
Just when I first met you and everything, was at Friendly.
Well, how'd you guys meet?
I met him at Friendly's.
I love cute
Because
meat
it was a
stories.
friendly meeting. So
Kinda.
were you
One of
having
the
lunch?
events.
Were you doing karaoke together? What was going on?
He was
No, she asked for something chocolate with nuts.
No filter.
Oh,
I mean, I love Hershey almonds, but Jesus. Okay.
oh.
No,
So
I met him at Friendly's. It was for Jaws event.
Yes.
I forget
Yes.
what it was called. Do you remember what the event was called?
My mom just was like, "Hey, are you coming to this event? I'm advertising it," and I just went. So, yeah, it was. It was
Wait,
a cool
who's your
show.
mom?
Shauna Burnett.
Shauna.
Wait, Shauna, the
Shauna.
one that Shauna Smith?
No, Shauna Burnett. No.
Oh, okay. So I don't think I met her.
Yeah, probably not. She was
Shauna.
sitting next to me. It was like my girlfriend and then my mom.
Where's that
Nice.
from? What movie is that from, Tim? Shauna. What movie is that from? You know what I'm talking about.
Unless it was porn. No, I don't.
It'll come to me. Somebody is gonna say, "What's that?" Shauna. 16 Candles.
No.
Honey, honey,
Again, if it's earlier
that
than
the same song?
2000, I have no
Yeah,
idea.
I gotta think.
Come on, now. You at least should know what the Breakfast Club is.
I know what the Breakfast Club
Shauna.
is.
Okay, good.
I just know what it is. I've never seen it.
Good.
I love that movie.
Oh, I do too.
I gotta Google it because it's gonna drive me nuts.
You got to Google the Breakfast Club?
No.
Shauna?
I gotta Google that.
Yo, it's
Shauna.
gonna take forever for you to
It's
find
gonna
that.
it's gonna
No,
happen.
oh no, it ain't. I could find anything. Let's get that out in the open. I can
All right,
find anything.
let's place a bet. I got $10
Oh,
on
look at
it.
the hair and
I don't know if I.
What are you trying
Where?
to bet on?
I'm trying to remember
She's
where
trying
that.
to find Shauna a sound.
No, that's
I was thinking cha cha cha, Charmin. Like I
Yeah,
don't-
right?
Shauna.
Yeah, like,
Okay. All right, talk amongst yourself while I find it.
all right. So when we met, some of the comedy that you did, it's different. It's out there, starting yourself,
yes.
and you felt nervous.
I was actually pretty confident on this one because
I found it.
Yeah, we hear it on the
I
red
owe her
headphones,
$10.
too.
What is it?
It's from Ferris Bueller's Day Off. It's coming.
wrong video.
No, it's the right video. It's just that it hasn't come.
Wrong video.
Wait. Here it comes.
And we all better say something soon.
Wait, it's coming. It's coming.
We're listening to
Listen.
this. Hold on.
We
What
don't
is
watch
this?
the whole
coming.
movie.
You don't know
Oh,
this?
here it
movie?
goes.
Isn't that
Here
good?
it is. Shauna. He just said it. Shauna.
So you remembered Shauna from that
that
moment?
movie?
That
Yeah.
specific moment?
From
Like
that
it's not
moment.
even like screaming. It's
No.
like
It wasn't
That's
a
it.
major part of the movie.
No,
like
no.
nobody said it.
No.
It was just some random.
yeah,
voice.
just random
Yes.
music in the background.
Yes. Yes.
That's
You have to
Remember that
understand,
name.
I retain every piece of useless information.
And
in
a
the
lot of
planet
water,
and
too.
said, yeah, that's too. That's it. Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Thank you. All right, go.
But yeah,
Go on.
And that kills the first half hour, ladies and gentlemen.
Shauna. Okay, go ahead.
I wasn't nervous. That was like my 5th show that I did.
Okay.
So, but I'm getting used to it, and I was pretty confident, and I know what I want out of comedy.
Well, can you show us some stuff?
So you want me to
Show you. What the?
Right,
What do you
yeah,
think?
show
you're
us
gonna
now.
do?
You want me to
He wants women. That's what we all want.
Show
My
you.
man,
Yes.
he knew the idea. The nice smile and being funny. It
Yes.
was
Yeah.
just, I got it.
Yeah, but
Comedians always get laid.
Oh, yeah, right.
I've heard.
That's why Cosby was slipping you pills.
you got turtle coughing again.
Turtle
That's
stop.
your
Dying.
4th time.
I'm dying.
You need some water, Turtle?
Maybe.
I think
You
he
don't
needs
get-
Jack.
Yeah, that.
I might need water. I've been out of the water too long.
You don't drink water?
No, turtles.
I'm
You
a
know how
turtle.
turtles
You know,
are.
turtles got to be in the
No,
water
let's
a
let's
little
talk
bit.
about what's that guy on Saturday Night Live.
Will Ferrell.
And he
Chris
no
Rock,
no
Adam Sandler.
Saturday Night Live now.
Oh.
Jeez.
Schneider?
Keenan Thompson.
Right now, who gets all the really really beautiful women.
Oh,
all, and
Pete
he's,
Davidson.
Yeah, Pete Davidson.
Oh, he's so ugly.
Hey,
And he gets
he
everyone.
gets the
Ariana
hottest.
Grande. I was
Ariana
like,
Grande,
what?
Kate Beckinsale.
I don't
he-
care about her,
Look.
but Ariana Grande,
Ariana
though, I'm like,
Grande.
oh, she dates the ugliest dude.
Dude, but you
First
know
of
why?
all, Big
'Cause he's
Sean
funny.
Is
Well,
not
I'll give
ugly.
Big Sean.
He's not ugly.
I'll give Big
No,
Sean
we're,
a
not, we're
pass.
saying
Not
that,
big
no, we're
on-
saying Pete Davidson is ugly, not who Ariana
He's a
Davidson.
weird-looking guy.
But I'm saying
Yeah.
it's because he's funny. When you're funny,
Wait,
it doesn't matter. Jerry
wait.
Seinfeld is
I
not
don't-
an attractive
I don't
man.
think
Davidson,
Mal-
is that the one that she was dating? That just
Listen,
went
I would
to
I would
Vinnie
sleep with
Brand?
Ross from Friends.
What?
Went to Vinnie Brand.
Which one?
Vinnie Brand was trying to have Pete Davidson at his show, and Pete said something, or Vinnie said something by accident that
About Ariana. He asked that nobody speak about Ariana Grande. He said, please, nobody speak about Ariana Grande. And they asked him about Ariana Grande, and so then he left the show. That's what
Damn.
happened.
I always thought Ariana Grande is something you order at Taco Bell. You know, it comes out in a big container.
Oh, Rio Grande?
Yeah,
No,
Ariana Grande.
yeah.
Like, hey, can I get 2 Ariana Grandes, a Mountain Dew, and
Tim, can I have a tissue?
snack
I might
wrap.
sneeze. Yeah,
might sneeze.
that's my engineer.
And she's agnostic, so what are we going to say when you sneeze?
Kazum type.
You know, Satan bless you or something, you know. Nobody bless you.
Satan bless you. No, but what I was saying about Pete Davidson, yeah, that's the one that he dated Ariana, right?
He
Yeah,
dated Ariana
I have
Grande.
no idea.
He
But what-
actually
wait,
was,
why
en-
didn't you-
he was
wait.
actually engaged.
Yeah, he was.
And
But
within
wait,
like a month of meeting her or something
why
like that.
didn't you say, why did you say, I don't care about Kate Beckinsale? You don't think Kate Beckinsale's hot?
No, I mean,
Charlize
it's
Theron.
Ariana Grande. I mean, if Kate
See,
Beckinsale and
Ariana
Ariana Grande were standing
Okay,
there, I'd
listen.
go with Ariana.
Ariana Grande.
does not look sexy at all.
No, Ariana
She is.
Grande.
She has no
no,
boobs,
I need
no
a girl
ass,
with a
no
body.
No, no, it's
There
not
you
that.
go.
It's not that. It's not
Come
that.
on, you don't
Ariana
want-
Grande
Yeah.
is
want
adorable.
skinny?
She's adorable.
Yeah.
She's cute
She's
as
like
hell.
a little kid.
Yeah, she
But
has the
Kate
body of a
Beckinsale would
4-year-old.
rock your ass out, and you know Ariana Grande would be like, "Ow, you're hurting me." Whereas Kate
Well,
Beckinsale
that's what
would
Ariana
rock
wants.
your
she, wa-
ass
she wants.
out.
She wants to walk
Kate
sideways.
Beckinsale
side to
would
side.
break you.
That's what the song's about.
You know what? You're a pussy. That's why you like Ariana Grande. That's all there is to it. That's it. You want like real gentle sex. That's what you want. You don't want like a hard ass. That's your problem right there. Kate Beckinsale. Kate Beckinsale will rock you out.
You just gonna let her come at your sex life like that?
Whatever. I mean, whatever.
Turtle, say something.
I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
My feelings are hurt now.
You just gotta slap. I get down. I do this.
Yeah.
and clue number one, if you say "I get down," that's another clue that she's just not getting it.
I
That's
stand in
it.
front of people with underwear and socks on.
Yeah, you see?
Look at that.
He knows what he's doing.
Listen, Tim, do you understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
That's why I always have sex on the edge of a cliff, because you know she's going to push back towards me.
Exactly. That's right.
All right, Tracy,
You're talking
why don't you
deep
talk a
then,
little
because the
bit about
Titanic
yourself?
didn't even get down that
'Cause
far.
my dad told me some stuff about you that I didn't really know.
Uh-oh.
Oh, what is your dad telling you?
Oh, God.
Gene, keep your mouth shut. Don't tell my secrets to people.
No, a little bit about you that I didn't know.
What? Like what? You tell me.
Like, well, I know you're a comedian, obviously, from when I met you, but you've been on shows. You've done shows.
I've done shows. Yep.
She has.
Okay, you know celebrities.
I
You
know
some people.
celebrities.
So why don't you talk about yourself? Because I swear to God, you probably didn't. know that either.
I'm boring.
Can I ask a question?
Thank you.
What is the best way to get on shows?
Well,
Try out.
I did a lot of auditioning when I was younger. I did a lot of auditioning. The best thing I probably did was I did a lot of extra work and a lot of films. That's you do extra work. See, you don't get credit. You don't. You get paid actually to do extra, but you get to be on a set with celebrities. I mean, and you get to meet directors, producers, editors, all those people, and that is the best way to connect with people because they'll take anybody for an extra. I
Now,
mean, it's really-
audition, is that a kind of autism?
a little bit, just a tiny bit.
Then you've gotten good at
Yeah,
that.
thank you. I appreciate
All
that.
right, so I have another question.
Yeah.
Where do you find the audition?
You can go
Yeah.
to you can Google it. I mean, these
Backstage,
auditions go to
backstage?
backstage is
Backstage.
yeah.
I get
Yeah.
ads for that like 4 times.
But you
a
know what the
day,
problem
I
with
don't know if it's-
backstage is they make you pay for it. That's the
Yeah.
issue
Yeah.
with that.
Oh, yeah, unlike
You should be doing
marriage.
this too.
So
Or-
there are
or
casting
know people.
agencies. Casting agencies you can
It'll
go
be
to.
no people?
You go to
Yeah.
casting agencies. So I belong to different casting agencies. They'll call me. I get texts all the time to do background work, and then you just go. And problem is, if you have a job, you have to leave your job, and that was,
Yeah.
it is,
Complicated.
I love leaving my job.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
I hate
Every
it.
day. Every day. I'm like, see you later.
Really? I love my
But
job.
yeah, I mean, I did that. I worked in the music business. I worked for Capitol Records for quite some time, and I got to.
I remember
You
you
sing?
putting the albums on the shelves.
yeah,
That's right.
Yeah.
Did you say? Do you sing?
Yeah, do you sing?
And
You a singer?
I taught,
Yes, you
I
do.
taught singing. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah, I
you
did.
do.
And, yeah, I did. Did
Do
all
you
kinds
rap?
of stuff. I can do anything.
Oh, I bring all my Christmas presents to her.
You might bring up-
And I put a bow on it and everything.
That's it. Tracy really is the real deal, folks. Honest to God, she's not
thanks,
making any of this
Timmy.
up.
Thanks, Timmy.
Yeah, and she's hot.
And thanks, Tim.
Yes.
I love you. And I did a really popular show, but it was before you guys' time. I think Tim
Back
is
in
the
the
only one
day.
who knows back in the day. But it was on it was on MTV.
What was it called?
And it was called Club MTV.
That's right.
Kelsey Grammer's ex-wife, who's now on the Housewives of Beverly Hills, she was on the show with me. Jennifer Esposito's actress.
Very
she's on
hot.
film. Yeah, she
Yeah.
was on the show with me. So it was a very popular show at the time. So, but you can Google it, and then that's it. Like a lot of stuff. That's it.
And folks, here she is on the DJ Danny Show.
Yeah, I pulled her real big, didn't I?
Yeah. Wow. Not so much. Not anymore.
But you're always looking.
You know what? I like to do everything. You know what it is? When you are an artsy person, and this is probably for everybody here, if you're into acting, singing, comedy, you like to talk to people, any of those things that are artsy, you want to kind of keep your foot in the water. And, when I was younger, I wanted to be a big actress. I wanted to be a singer, dancer, whatever. And obviously that didn't go that way. And I'm sure Tim had dreams of being, have his own sitcom on NBC. I mean, you have
I
this-
probably still do.
You look like a
know,
juggler.
probably s- The thing I like the most about you, though, is that you're not allergic to duct tape.
No, I love duct tape.
Yeah.
I love it. It comes in different colors. And
Chlorophyll.
everything.
Oh my God, isn't it the best thing ever?
But I think
show
what
our
it
true
is,
colors.
it's important to always keep yourself busy in whatever you do. So I
Hygiene's
try-
important, too, though. You have to
Hygiene's
admit,
good. Yeah. But it always
Hygiene, yeah,
do
it's definitely
stand up,
Perfect
do
white teeth.
shows, yeah.
Yep.
That'll
Thank
keep
you.
you in the
Theater.
door a lot.
Whatever you can
Hopefully,
do. You want to do stand up wherever you can get a gig and just do open mic anywhere, anytime, and don't be choosy.
You could
That's
probably
those
come
are the
to
people that
Friendly's, though,
fail.
and do it too, right? 'Cause
Yeah.
we have open mic
Well, those are
there,
the people
or
that
have
fail. The
musicians.
people who are choosy about their oh, I don't want to do it there. That's a sleazy club. Let me tell you something. That sleazy club may have someone there that will discover you and put you somewhere. So, just for the you guys, just do
Yeah.
as much as you can.
Bingo.
Tim
Go to every
Tim
mic.
goes to New York, goes to Philly. You go all over the place, right, Tim? To do
When
your
I
shows?
can, when I
Yeah.
can.
I
yeah.
love City Streets Cafe.
City Streets, June 29.
June 29th.
Guess
yeah.
who's appearing on this show?
Yeah, me.
Yeah.
Saturday, June 29, 9 p.m., City Streets.
Dad, are we going?
Route 130 North.
Whose show is
South.
Whose
It's my show. I
It's
produced
your-
that show.
Yeah.
it? Is it really?
Yes, it is.
Shut up, Tim. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I know.
I produced that show.
You're the host.
No,
4 times a year I do the show there.
I didn't know it was you that produced it, though.
We got this gentleman right here.
me. I'm a gentleman.
Well, when you're looking for more, we can maybe get William aboard next time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
down.
But we gotta hear some material.
Oh wow.
Right now?
Go right back to
You wanna
being
listen?
funny.
I know, right?
Be funny.
I
Tell
know,
me a
I
joke.
know you're funny, and I
Yeah.
I like your material, so that's
Yeah.
why I'm asking.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm down. I was gonna go.
You can't stand up and just do material.
Stand up.
Oh, are you standing up?
You
Look, a
want-
You gonna
baby
stand up?
seal walks into a bar. Bartender says, "What do you have?" The baby seal says, "Anything but a Canadian club."
Oh,
I have
that's
no idea what that means.
horrible.
I have no idea what
Oh,
that
I'm going to
means.
start crying now. When I was a little kid, they made us watch a movie about that, and I cried the whole time, and I've had nightmares about it since I was a little kid. It's horrible,
And he just brought it
horrible,
back up to you.
horrible. I can't even deal
Wait,
with
so
it.
Canadians eat baby seals?
No. So in Canada,
Yo, you never
For the
know.
Oh,
for the coats,
Canada.
they don't want to damage the coats on a baby seal. When a baby seal is born, their coats are white, pure, beautiful, soft, and the people who get the coats, they beat seals over the head with a bat to kill them. That's a true story. I
You
know,
know
you
what?
like
I
that. I'm
actually
telling you.
seen a Facebook
And
video.
it's a terrible, horrible, horrible
Thought it was
thing.
weird.
And they're trying to
saw the
stop
one
it. In Canada, they've been trying to stop it since I was a kid. So it's just
Canada,
That's
cut it out.
crazy.
Yeah, it's one of the horrible things about Canada is that the way they do that and the way they get their goose down. Don't buy goose down from Canada. I'll tell you that right now. If
I
you're an
thought there
animal
was no
lover,
crime in Canada.
don't do it. The
I
crime.
literally thought my whole life there was no
That's
crime.
the
in
only.
Canada.
really?
That's the
Yeah.
only one.
Like they'll
That's
like
it.
bust your house up and then be like, "I'll be here in the morning and help you clean it up."
Yeah. Well, I can tell you, it's a lot less crime because I lived in Canada for quite some time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
So it's not
lived
like
everywhere.
here. Yeah. I lived in Boston for 30 years, so
Again, and
I
that's
am a
in
Boston
Canada.
fan.
Like I said, GED.
Yeah, that's Canada, Boston.
Boston.
But I'm a Boston fan. I mean, I'm Boston.
Like a Bruins
my
fan?
sport-
More than a
I'm-
feeling.
I love the Bruins. I love the Pats. I love the Red Sox.
Pats?
And I know you hate them,
Ugh.
but when you get 6 Super Bowl rings, it's a lot to hate. I understand.
I'm an Eagles
get it.
fan.
I
That's
hate
the
the Eagles.
ticket.
Just hearing
I
the
hate the
Patriots
Eagles.
just like hurts my
I
heart.
hate the.
I don't watch
Hurts
sports.
your heart. You ruined what you. We should have had 7 Super Bowls.
Yeah,
You
good
ruined
for
that
you.
shit
Hey,
for me.
good for you, man. Good for Nick
You ruined
Foles.
it. Yeah.
I'm so proud of him.
I'm so proud. I'm so
so
mad that you
proud
guys
of
got
him.
rid of him though.
Yeah, I am too, yo. Wentz should have went.
Yeah, they
we
shoulda
shoulda
got
let
rid of
go
him. How did your quarterback get hurt 3 years in a row and
It
you don't
do-
get rid
You
of him?
got some more
That
people
doesn't
for
make any
Robbinsville
sense.
Trainwreck now.
I'm not on Robbinsville train.
Oh wait, what's your show called?
train
Oh,
wreck?
Real Town. Sorry.
I hope Tom Brady gets
Sorry.
injured.
Real
Yeah.
Town.
Tom Brady.
I hope
She does a radio
Guess
show
what?
here as
Guess
well.
what? Guess
hope
what?
the whole-
It doesn't matter. We have 6 rings. Doesn't matter.
you.
But what are you
The
gonna
only-
do? What are you gonna do when he's not there?
We'll have someone. We still have Belichick.
You
It's
might as
when-
well just delete
when
the
Belichick.
franchise.
No, when Belichick
don't
leaves, and
understand.
see, this is the thing. It's the synergy of Brady and Belichick. That's what makes it win.
All right.
I'm
With
gonna-
if one goes, you might have half, but if both go, that's a problem. That's my issue. Belichick
Yeah.
is
You guys
is
are
a
gonna be the
brilliant-
new Browns.
No, we'll never be the Browns, honey. Again, 6 rings.
Yo, I think that's impossible.
I don't know how many rings do
The
the Eagles
Browns
have?
aren't even the Browns no
One.
more.
The Browns suck.
Who have the most recent 2 championships? The Patriots and the Eagles. I
works
just wanted
for
to
me.
put the Eagles in the
Yeah,
conversation.
thanks
that's
for
all,
doing that.
That's all.
I'm
I
glad
wanted.
they got one.
I am too.
Yeah.
That was the
Better than
greatest.
nothing.
That parade was
You
the
could have
greatest
had
day of
like
my life.
9, but the Eli got in your way.
Yeah, we could have had
Yeah.
a lot. We could have had
Yeah,
a whole
a lot.
bunch, but
I
some,
would- I would
some,
like
some
Tom
some
Brady.
teams don't have any, and aren't even close. So I mean, it is
Browns.
what it
I would
is.
like Tom Brady if he would have at least beat the Giants.
Where
That,
is-
Absolutely.
well, that
Nah.
game was hurt. That game hurt me. Actually, Eagles hurt me a lot because I lived here. I just moved here. So when you just, I moved here 3 years ago. But when I moved here, then the Patriots won. Then the next year, the Eagles beat us. And at work, I was telling everybody the Pats
All
was going to win.
year.
So that was tough. That was a tough loss for
When
me.
y'all do
but
your
then we
co-
made up for it by winning again. So
When y'all do your comedy, where does all your material come from?
Life,
Oh, yeah.
like just seeing random stuff. Like I could just look at that door and be like, you know what? Doors are funny today, like, and just come up with a whole stand up.
Doors are funny.
you can look, you
got
can look
2
at that.
doors over there.
You can look at that
Yeah.
stain on that door and say, where did that stain come from? Like,
Tim.
Yeah, and it,
Exactly.
Tim.
Is it because he's blue?
Hey, my mother-in-law came over one night when I was making dinner. I said to her, "You staying?"
Stain.
See, that's what Tim is good at, and I
Yo,
was never good
for
at that.
real.
I could never.
with words.
People would tell me jokes, and I would never remember them.
Right.
I never remember jokes. So, like, if I do stand up, it's not jokes. Like, I can't tell jokes. It's always about what's happening in like reality and life and stuff. But Tim is really good at telling actual jokes, which is that's something. Cause
Oh
that's
yeah, that
like-
explains my career taking off the way it has.
I like it.
It's just I can
I
never
actually
remember a
think-
joke. I really can. I don't know.
You know, I'm
why.
sitting here in the DMV waiting for them to call my frickin' number. You know what I mean?
You'll be waiting a long time.
Hey, while you're here, you
It's
know.
worse than the Social Security place.
DMV
Oh,
is a
tell me about it.
joke.
I've been dealing with them
Yeah.
lately too.
all
It's
government
much, much
buildings.
worse than the Social Security place. I'll tell you that.
I'm telling.
I have a state job, and let me tell you, we don't care about y'all lines.
I work for an insurance.
Oh, we know.
Not
we
at
know.
all.
You're not telling us something we
We're
don't
just
already.
back
Wait,
there
where,
doing whatever.
like what area?
Trying.
Okay.
I don't want to expose too much
No,
because
you're
I
good.
might,
Don't.
Are you
I
a
might
cop?
get
Exactly.
fired.
They're gonna come for
Exactly.
you. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't care.
I
if
work
I
for
get
an
Are you a
insurance
cop?
company.
I wish I was a cop because they get paid more than I do.
They get overtime.
They get
They
anything
get more than
I-
$100 an hour.
You like a mall cop?
Oh, I love
They
that.
probably get
Paul
paid
Blart.
more than I do.
Paul Blart?
Paul Blart.
That's not even a state. That's
Oh wait, you said a state? I thought you were saying being a mall cop. I said Paul Blart.
Yeah.
oh gosh, no, I couldn't do that.
I love Kevin.
Because
James.
if people steal, I don't care. Like
Wow.
I'll probably assist
As long as
you.
you're not stealing from you.
Hey man, take that exit over there.
Ever.
Exactly.
As long as you're not stealing from you, you're good.
Exactly.
Yeah, but
pretty
if they're
much.
stealing from the mall, which you're protecting,
Hey,
you gotta get in
It's
trouble.
not like it
they're
comes
gonna
out of
make
your
$1 billion
pay.
no matter what
Listen,
they
you
do.
can't steal
so
from the mall anymore. You can't. I mean, this is like
That's what you
again.
I could pull
They
some
have like
shit off.
surveillance cameras and they have surveillance. You know, they have cameras
Be
everywhere
careful.
now.
You don't know who's watching. I don't want you to get in trouble now. You're gonna have to go to jail.
Yeah,
after
for real.
this.
Let me go back to being quiet.
Like you can walk down the street. You know, there's cameras on every corner, everywhere. There's the cameras everywhere. People have phones. Everything is recorded now. Everything.
Doorbells
is
have
recorded. You
cameras.
guys, my
Yeah.
doorbell has.
I
I
think
have the
that's
best
cool.
thing ever. Best thing ever. But before you guys were around, think of it this way: there was none of that. You can do whatever you want. Nobody recorded it. There were no cameras or
I know.
nothing.
Good old
Yo, the
days.
new
There was
invention
nothing.
back then
So
was
you
like
could
clap
steal?
on lights. Like that was.
Yeah, remember that? It was like clap on.
Clap off.
Yeah.
Now
Like,
you
oh
have
my
Alexa.
God, you got to clap on?
Exactly.
Now you're
That
like,
was-
Alexa,
I
turn the
still
lights
get
on.
hyped about that.
You can't watch a comedy
Yeah.
with a clap on in the house.
Alexa, turn the lights off. That's
now
what
your
you got now.
now your phone doesn't even have buttons. You just look
Yeah.
at it and it just
Yeah.
knows who you
That's
are,
what I'm
knows your
saying.
birthday.
Technology. Technology.
Ariana
But you
Grande
could
was
like
nuts.
before you could get away with
I
stuff.
was
You can
about
get
to
away
say,
with
what?
like now before that was before DNA and all that stuff too. So you can get away. People would get murdered. Nobody knew who it was.
That's
They'd be
crazy.
like,
No,
oh
that's
well.
That's like
Imagine
We
if
don't
Ted
know.
Bundy had
yeah, I was
Tinder.
just about to say that.
Look, that's Ted
Zac
Bundy.
Efron in that movie was so
He had
good.
Tinder.
Yo, that'd
Oh.
be. Oh my gosh,
Oh my
that would have been
God.
legendary.
Ted Bundy got away with so much because he
I
had
watched
nothing
that
to.
movie on Netflix and I actually felt sorry for him for 5 seconds.
I didn't
Zac,
like
because Zac
what,
Efron-
Zac Efron?
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah. He had me fooled
No,
too.
but you
Zac
got-
Efron made the movie. Like,
Yeah, but you gotta watch
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Disgusting.
Only because it was
I
Zac
know.
Efron though. The
But when he
the
said
documentary
what
was
he
way
was,
better, though.
yeah, no. When he said, what he used to kill the person, then I knew he did it. But I was like, no.
For
Oh,
real,
yeah.
not Zach, not High School Musical.
Yeah, please. Please.
Like, who even thinks?
They picked the wrong guy for that.
No, he's an amazing actor. though,
He
for
did.
that.
He
Yeah, but
pulled.
they should've got-
He
he
pulled
did
it off.
great.
Did
He
you
did
too?
that great.
He
yeah,
pulled
I
it off.
watched it the other day.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am, it did not.
So you're going to?
No, why should I?
It's on
Because
Netflix.
you should?
It's on
Zac Efron.
Netflix.
Yeah,
And?
Zac Efron, duh.
Yeah.
High School Musical for me was smoking weed in the 70s.
Oh, hot boxing?
Who's that now?
Hot boxing?
Hot
boxing.
boxing?
Family friendly.
Yeah,
family.
family friendly.
Hot
yeah.
boxing. What
They
is
don't
hot
know what
boxing?
that is? Well, here, you want
Hot box?
I'm,
When
my,
you-
my job is watching.
I could say it. I don't care.
What's a hot box?
It's when you're in
In a
like
car.
a car and windows up, nothing, no
Oh,
air gets
oh,
out.
oh,
So you
That's a
sit
new
there,
term.
And then what are you doing?
You bake.
oh. Yeah.
You bake in there.
Like
That's
you're
an
baking
activity.
cookies
Wait,
right now.
It's
wait,
just-
that's an activity?
It's just a car full of smoke.
Yeah,
like,
car
and it
full of
goes
smoke.
Oh,
nowhere.
bake!
Yeah,
Bake!
you're baking.
I thought you meant bake like, kids get trapped in the car and they're baking, like that's what I thought you meant.
No,
Oh, they got those easy
Pigs.
bake oven in there or
it's
something?
when pigs get trapped in the car.
Oh,
They're
you wanna
baking.
make some toast. Jesus Christ.
Oh my God, Tim said
Yo, that was hilarious.
I was trying to keep it
That
family
was-
friendly. I didn't know what to
Oh,
say.
you did the right thing.
Oh,
Wow.
bake.
She
When
didn't know
pigs
that.
get in the
People
car, they're
didn't know what that
baking.
was.
That's hilarious.
No, I know what to be baked. I know what that means, but when I was listening to the story, it just didn't connect. It just didn't connect.
The hot box
It's
is
just
what?
We know who smokes here.
Yeah. Yeah, it certainly isn't me.
Just a few of us.
Medicinal.
Yeah, it's medicinal.
I got a lot of
hate
paper
medicinal.
cuts.
I hate medicinal.
Yeah.
So who
I
has
need my
hot-
my weed from a guy named Terry. Like, I cannot do medical weed. They make it too perfect. They make it look like McDonald's make their burgers look.
Well,
Like all
If you
perfect
get a
and shit,
medical
I can't do
license, they
that.
take your gun license. Like
Oh.
you're not allowed to get a gun if you get a medical card.
You that
Oh.
would make more
Yeah,
sense for
I
you to
heard
have the
that's
gun.
what that's what it
high.
is. If you want medical weed,
Yeah,
you're
but wait,
not
don't you
allowed-
need medical weed? Because if you're crazy or something,
And
you
you
can
can't- yeah.
calm you
You
down.
can't- medical?
Yeah, if you're crazy,
Medical?
you're not going to get a gun.
Medical?
Crazy, a lot of crazy people have guns. Have you not watched the
Yeah,
news?
they don't have a
Yeah.
medical card.
That's our life.
Yeah, true.
Oh, they don't have a medical. Yeah, they're probably getting baked.
They're sober.
Yeah, they're sober crazy.
Yeah, sober crazy. Yeah, crazy.
So why don't you talk a little bit about our real time?
Are we back to me?
Or your drug abuse.
Yeah.
I'm clean and sober.
How many years?
Let's see.
She's counting.
What am I going to say? No, I have a well, we can leave that for the end. I mean, we'll talk about that's like an end conversation.
I might have been wrong about that
self-promote it
GED.
You want to promote it now?
Yeah,
We have a
promoted
show.
about the whole
I have a
show.
show with another guy, John. We actually started on Trainwreck with Tim, and that kind of disbanded. And so me and John started our own show, and it's called Real Town with John
And they're
and Tracy.
good, too. They're very good.
Yeah, it's fun, and we are on tomorrow night, actually 5:30 to 7, and we do the
Maybe
same
she's
thing like we're
looking for
doing.
guests. I don't know. You have to see.
Yeah, we'll have guests, and
Available.
we're working on that, and I'm working on some call-ins from some people. I have a couple of actresses and
That's cool.
Ariana
people
Grande?
that I have a stand-up comedian actually who's calling in, who's a friend of mine I've known for a long time, and he actually does the Conan O'Brien show regularly.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah,
I want Adam Conover on my show.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, he does Adam Ruins Everything.
Oh, I know Adam
yeah.
Ruins Everything.
Oh, that
He's
guy.
Oh, I know that guy.
Like, you know him?
You
He's
know
so
what?
funny.
You know him? No, well,
You know Adam Conover?
wait, oh my god!
my God.
Listen, but wait, I like
What is
his
he,
show.
a bald guy, Adam Comover? Who the hell is that?
No,
No,
He has a
Yeah,
show on
he has
Netflix.
really nice hair.
Adam Ruins
You
Everything.
watched it?
I've seen it.
He takes things like he talked about, which I didn't actually know, that
Dealerships?
the engagement
I
ring.
watched-
The engagement ring. I didn't know. I always thought an engagement ring was from like 1400s, 50. I thought it was like an old thing, and then it turned out that it was only from like the 50s. It's not an old, like it's, well, to you guys it's old, but
Yeah.
but but I'm talking about like 16th
It's not old. It's
century.
the 50s.
Back in the day.
I'm
Back
sorry,
in the day.
what's
Back
the
in the
50s?
day.
You missed me by
But-
like 40 years.
Yeah, I did. But I thought it was like with the queens and kings, like that kind of thing. And it was really started by a De Beers, which is a diamond store. They started the tradition of the wedding ring or the engagement ring, and they started promoting, like, if you want to get married and you're in love with someone, you should buy them a diamond ring, and that's how it caught on. Now it's like you have to get one or you're not engaged. But that didn't.
had a
I
time
thought it was like
machine,
an old thing.
I would have
Yeah.
ruined that.
Yeah, like I thought that's what I'm saying. Like
You
it's
just
so
got to get her a
weird.
box of chocolates and you're in there.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
I-
Valentine's
right.
Day for the rest of
I
your
thought
life.
it was like the
Exactly.
kings and queens days. I
No,
thought it
all
was like
she's
back
getting is
then.
the six
Kings
pack of
and
De Beers.
Queens Day.
You know what I'm saying?
Back in the day.
Back in the day.
Yeah, back. That's
Back
double
in the
back.
day,
Double-
my
You might need to add
grandfather-
another.
Yeah, right, right.
Triple back in the day. Triple back in the day.
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
King
so-
Arthur back in the
Yeah,
day.
like that back in
That's
the day.
that's a long time.
That's what I'm talking.
You must have read that in the book.
That's what I thought. Guess what? It's not true. I found out that from Adam.
No,
Knows Everything.
I watched the dealership one where that was a whole bunch of garbage, and I'm still pissed, but I still need to get a car when I get my license. And there's just other ones like they've ruined the restaurants, like Adam.
Well, I don't
Conover
watch
ruins
anything
the
with restaurants because then I'll never eat out again. Never watch that stuff because
Don't
they
watch it
always
then.
have something bad about a restaurant.
Almost
I
every-
Don't
don't
watch.
want to eat.
Don't watch that Ryan Reynolds
I watched it.
movie. Don't
I
watch
watched
that.
What movie?
I watched it.
Uh,
Pikachu?
No,
No.
don't.
No, it's called-
It was, it was like Bennigan's or something
Yes,
like that.
yes.
Waiting or something. Waiting.
It's called Waiting.
Yeah, and it's like
Benedict's?
it
Like
just
Egg
it
Benedict?
just ruins
Ruins
restaurants for
everything,
you.
dude. Don't ever send
Yeah,
anything
don't
back.
don't ever
Ever.
send anything back.
Don't
if
do
you
it.
get a plate of food, eat that
Eat
right
that.
then and there.
Eat
If
that, or
you
just leave
send
it and throw
food
it
back
out.
with me, I'm spitting it.
Exactly.
I don't-
That's what they
Thank
do
you.
in the movie.
That's what they do in the movie.
They show
should.
what really happened.
No, they put like
oh
pubic.
yeah,
They-
They put
unless-
like
it's not
pubic
warm
hair on
enough.
it.
I'll
Unless
make
the,
it warm enough.
unless the waiter messed it
It's gonna
up.
make me feel sick to my
Yeah, I don't-
stomach now.
Yeah.
No, don't
My
watch
no,
stomach
Don't
hurts.
remember the waiter's always right.
Yeah, don't watch
If he
that
brings
show.
it out, that's
For
That's
real.
it.
No, because last time I went to Denny's, they put meatballs on my plate, and I'm a vegetarian, so I had to tell them to send it back, and that they just stayed up there. And then the one waitress tried to bring it back to us. And
I have a
said
question.
No.
What
Did
are you
have
getting-
I have a question. Did you have any sauce on that pasta?
You getting pasta at Denny's? I thought it was just a breakfast place.
He's got
Yo,
you
I
there.
never got to that part of the menu yet.
Never
Ooh,
got
he's
that
got you there.
They have like Philly cheesesteak.
Oh, I thought they just had like a triple play and
There
that
was
was it, or
some-
whatever it's called. The Denny's.
No,
it was
that's
just breakfast
nasty.
food, like
Yo.
IHOP. I don't know.
No,
they,
that's
No,
nasty.
IHOP
That's like
even
getting
has
fish
food.
at Friendly's.
mean IHOP?
Don't
But
know.
I blob or whatever it's called.
IHOB.
I have some international burgers that never happened. And
Yeah, I can't wait to
was back
get
in
till I turn like 60 and I'm like, remember when it was IHOP?
Yeah,
I can't-
remember when they changed the pizza to a B?
For
Remember
that one
that?
day.
Yeah, for a week.
Then they had all the restaurants tweeting at them.
What?
They had all the restaurants tweeting.
You
Why
know
do
what
I
a
feel-
tweet is?
Did the birds just? What was that? It was like wind chimes.
Magical.
Oh, that's because someone's at my door. That's my door.
Hey, someone's at your door?
Yeah, but that's I have motion detector, so
Oh.
whenever somebody walks by my door, that's what that chime.
Just
is.
say something.
Oh, it just randomly.
But don't
played.
steal my packages.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so no, I can see if someone steals my packages, I'm gonna find you and I'm
So,
gonna
yeah,
kick
but
your
what are,
ass.
what are you gonna do? You're just gonna be like, hey, I see you. Be
No,
like,
well-
all right, I'm still stealing your package.
It doesn't matter. It's true. You know what?
Hey,
But guess
have
what?
a nice day.
They take all the neighborhood people on this thing. They're crazy. No, you don't even know. There's like a neighborhood watch on the ring. So if you have someone stole your stuff, you take the picture, you put it out on the neighborhood watch, and people start looking for the guy. It's crazy.
Wait, a neighborhood watch is
What
real,
if they
too?
steal the neighborhood watch?
Jesus Christ,
Wait,
what's
where do you
going
live
on?
by the lofts?
You guys wear like
No.
matching jackets and stuff?
And the condos.
In the hood,
Across
we
the
don't
street
have
from Friendly's.
neighborhood watch.
Right. But no, no, that's what they do. And like the 7-Eleven in Trenton was robbed, and it was robbed at gunpoint.
That sounds like every Tuesday.
Yeah, and but it was. But guess what?
You can't
I'm
forget
like-
about TD.
You
Bank
have
where
a
the old
neighborhood
woman
watch.
got-
They just watch.
Yeah, it came up on my app,
They just,
and I was
they're
like,
just like,
oh.
look at this.
Oh,
guy.
okay.
Everybody in the neighborhood watches ass. Like I'll whoop all of their ass.
What about no TD Bank? I think it was last year. It was 3 times
I
an
gave that
old
up a while
woman.
ago.
An old woman hit the bank with a purse.
An old woman.
An old woman hit the bank at TD Bank with a purse, like she was robbing the bank 2 times.
Would you have a gun? Because if you don't have a gun, I'll take your ass
Put the
down.
money in the bag.
Dad, message John, please, and tell him where he is. He's lost.
Oh Jesus, who are you talking to?
We're talking
We
about
have a
my
guest
God.
at the
John.
top of the hour.
Yeah, John.
John Pavaremo is going to be here shortly. He's just lost. Dad, can you message him? I can't respond.
Okay. Oh.
Give him a ring ding.
Oh.
Hey, maybe he's watching. Hey, John.
John, is
John, you watching?
What's John doing? John,
All
where
right,
you
he's
at?
messaging you.
How do you get lost? It's not that hard to get here.
He says the GPS brought him.
I was lost.
Everybody got
where
To
you
Windsor.
Sorry.
Yeah,
To Windsor, right?
Right?
I went to the building in front. and I
Well,
was just
that
standing
makes
there.
sense. Being in the front, that makes sense. But
But I
like-
gave him the GPS back here.
Yeah, it wasn't even her fault
where's
or
you
the
go?
GPS's
Yeah,
fault.
it sent me to
I just
Windsor.
assumed that it was up there
And
because
it
I've
was
been
only
there
5 minutes
before.
down the road,
Mean
but I was
extension.
like, it sent me to a house.
Yeah.
yeah, you're knocking on somebody's.
Yeah, I was about to knock on someone's door. I was like, I don't
Hey,
know.
is this a radio show?
305?
A blue one.
Here, do you want to message him?
It's a blue
I don't. Is he here?
Hyundai Santa Fe.
How are you tonight?
This is Kimberly. This is
How
my,
are you
my
tonight?
engineer, my friend.
Kimberly. You
Radio
know they
button.
say girls named Kim are crazy? Yeah, that's what they say.
is crazy.
Kimberly,
Yeah.
I
Ashley.
love her. She said, "Really, I
She
am."
said I am. See, I told you. Girls named Kim are crazy. I have not met one Kim that wasn't nuts.
I'm still trying to book the job.
Oh, right. He's
Kim-
the guy from North Korea.
Kim from the Power Rangers is pretty cute.
Young too, or something.
She's
right?
crazy. Kim from the Power Rangers.
I don't know.
She's a Pink
Power
Ranger.
Rangers? Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I was saying Kim Possible.
Oh,
She's
Kim
not
Possible.
crazy.
Oh.
There's a new
that was-
movie coming out, Kim Possible. So.
Really?
That's
I know,
based on
I'm-
that.
They're redoing
Wait,
every
that's based on
movie.
that Nickelodeon
Wow,
show.
that's-
Yeah, and they're doing the Lizzie McGuire movie too.
I don't really
boy.
care.
You know
Lizzie
why?
McGuire's
Because Hollywood's
old
Lizzie
now.
McGuire,
They
yeah,
can't
that's
do that
old.
no
Yeah,
more.
Hilary
No.
Duff is coming back.
Hollywood's running out of ideas because they're remaking
Yeah,
everything.
everything.
I'm so excited.
I'm not.
And she just can't hide it.
I just need
She's
some.
about to lose control.
Listen, we should write a freaking original movie because everything's repeat and copy. Let's do something original that no one's
Okay,
ever seen
Well,
before.
why don't you talk about some of the Disney movies that are coming out? Because
Lion King.
Pikachu.
Okay.
I'm upset.
Do you want my?
I'm
You want my
I'm
opinion?
stuck on that.
You don't want my
I'm
opinion.
upset about the Aladdin movie.
You're
I
upset.
have nothing against Will
Yeah.
Smith.
You're upset.
I love Will Smith, but why's he got a rap?
Did you? What did you just? No, that's not what the problem is.
That's what I'm talking
They
He
about.
shouldn't
can't
have put him
talk
in
about
that
the
He
movie.
can't. He
though.
can't be
No.
the same
He's
genie.
No.
a genie.
First of all,
He shouldn't
you're
have
talking
been.
Just follow
to.
Robert
Hold
Williams.
on.
He's
Don't do that.
rapping.
You're talking to the Aladdin queen. Not only am I the Aladdin.
She is Aladdin.
When Aladdin came out, I went to Disney and had breakfast with the Aladdin characters every single morning. And this is a true story. I'm not kidding. And I was listen. I was in my 20s. Like that's how crazy I was. I'm like Aladdin.
not like now.
Aladdin.
Every day.
Aladdin. I was front row at the Broadway show and cried like a baby because I was like Aladdin. So Aladdin and me, I know the words to all the songs from the soundtrack. So you want to talk about Aladdin? Let's talk about Aladdin. Will Smith, love Will Smith. Picking him for Aladdin is wrong because he is too iconic of a person. Like he's too known as everybody's
You
gonna
see
look
him
at him and
as
see
Will-
Will
Fresh
Smith.
Yeah, you
Prince
see
of
Will-
Bel-Air.
But
Yeah,
you see
fresh,
Will
fresh.
Smith, you don't see the genie.
You
Like
don't
it's going
see
to take
the
you outside
genie.
of the movie.
No.
I
You
see him
don't
as get
see
jiggy
the
with it.
genie.
you
Yeah,
know?
exactly,
Na,
like-
na, 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 na.
And
Right.
it's just that image.
Yeah,
like,
it
that's
doesn't
Will
work.
Smith. Like you don't see him as granting wishes. To
No, it doesn't
some
work.
guy.
It doesn't work.
Why
You're
would
absolutely
you rap
right.
like me, like the genie song? That's just what pisses me off.
Well, it's
That
not.
whole
Because
if
he
he
can't
could,
sing, he has
Yeah.
to rap it.
No, but he
That's
does sing.
hilarious,
He
though.
does sing. There's another song that I actually watched it this morning.
Would
See,
you want?
like-
Would you want?
So
him to
it's
sing
the
it?
song Prince Ali, fabulous he, Ali, Bob was, genuflect, show. That's the song. And when he sings it, he's like, Prince Ali, fabulous he. Like it's totally wrong.
Oh
It's
my
wrong
God.
melody, wrong cadence, wrong
even
everything.
Jamaican
I'm very
vibe.
angry. Very angry.
I think he just needed a check, so he probably called them like, "Hey, I'm doing the genie."
Yeah.
like the guy who
Yeah, I
plays
heard
the
Aladdin's coming out.
The guy who
Need a
plays the
genie?
genie in the Broadway show is amazing, and he's not a well-known actor. But he's been
They
playing it.
wouldn't-
They should have got him.
Yeah.
He's been playing the genie on Broadway now for like 10 years.
Does
he
Hollywood
should have been
respect
doing it.
Broadway? I don't.
No,
No, they don't. No,
they don't give a crap. about
Broadway
it.
is kind of like the bottom. You know what I mean? It's like
Well,
it
Which
used
is
to
crazy
be.
because they make.
It used
Aren't
to be
you on the
TV.
top? No. But Broadway is supposed to be like a little bit a step to where you're gonna be, kind of like just the feel.
Well, you need to know how to sing. to
Movies
get to
are number.
Broadway, right?
Movies
I
are
turned
number
out
I
one.
gotta do
Yeah,
I don't
everything.
know. I don't know how to do any of
cinema,
that.
cinema and movies are number one.
How about Enema?
Television's close.
And
Enema.
Anime.
Enema.
This town
Enema.
needs an enema.
She said cinema. I
I'm
was
a
thinking
huge
enema.
anime fan.
This
I
town
love
needs an
anime.
enema.
Anime, I saw like one
Enema,
show.
isn't that a
something
isn't that
about
like
an
cupcakes?
octopus
Enema.
That's it.
teacher.
I
don't
love
know what it was.
cupcakes.
I know
I do too.
Assassins.
Well, I'm gonna find that now. No, it's
It
gonna
was like
drive me
Teacher
crazy.
Assassin or something
Something.
like that.
There was like cute little anime girls, but I don't know. I couldn't. It was confusing. I can't.
Did
watch
anybody see Endgame?
Not yet. Don't
it.
spoil it.
Avengers? I have not seen that.
Power Rangers.
no, not
Power
yet.
Rangers are in it.
Really?
Yeah, no.
Oh.
No, they're not.
I was about to say.
I was like, no, they're
I was about
not.
to say, I'm going now.
No, I was gonna say my
You're
sister.
telling me Tommy shows up?
My sister's in the other room, and she would tell me that the Power Rangers were in the movie or not. But no,
They're not in the movie.
They're in it.
I was about the white one.
The pink one? Like,
Yeah.
No, they left the white one out. They
Yeah,
left the white one out.
that would have hurt my heart.
Yeah, no, they're not in it. Just let you
Well,
know.
before you leave, Tim, because I know you said you had. To
I could
step
stick
out.
around for a little
Okay,
while. Why
well,
not? Yeah, I
why
got
don't
you know
promote some of your shows.
to
your
do
gigs.
promote them to what?
Yeah, just promote them.
They're local. Oh, I thought you meant promote them to a bigger city or something.
Yeah, promote them.
Yeah, well, if you ask for JD, maybe he'll help you.
Ask for Jeannie.
JD.
JD.
Jack Daniels.
Oh.
Yeah.
Jimmy Dean.
Jimmy D.
No, I'm going to stick around for a little while. But yeah, we got June 29,
Deere.
Saturday night, 9 p.m., City Streets, 130 South in East Windsor. Turtle Puccio himself
Me.
on the
Hey,
show.
Hey, I'm here till Thursday.
Yeah, Rock Wilson, Grizel Cabrera.
Oh, Rock
you
is
know.
coming.
Yeah.
I love Rock. Good.
No
love The
Filter
Rock.
Paul's on the show. It's going to be a good time.
And where is it?
City
130
Streets.
South.
They have the
on,
best crab dip. Their
Yes.
crab
They're-
dip
they're-
is
No, they fired that
amazing.
guy. Yeah.
I'm gonna get the crab
That
dip
guy.
and put it on the pizza.
Oh, good man.
So
good
good.
man.
So good.
They have really
Yeah.
good desserts.
What
too.
does crab dip taste like?
They have
like
Crab
crab.
and cheese.
dark
I
over the
don't.
moon.
I don't eat seafood.
Yeah, something like that, you know.
Something with a moon.
Yeah.
If you don't eat seafood, don't bother.
All right.
I don't
Yeah,
eat
I
seafood,
won't.
so don't bother.
I like chicken
Don't bother.
fingers.
Wait, I can't.
With your fingers?
Wait,
Yeah,
wait.
my fingers. I don't even know what to do with them. Man.
No, we have some Aladdin.
It's not that bad.
Yeah, it's not that bad. Is this rapping to you?
No, this isn't rapping. This is singing. Rapping is the other one. The one that's from like you. I think it was.
Nah, this is terrible.
Yeah.
This is awful. This is terrible. Cause he's just screaming into
I
a
have
mic.
a migraine from this. Like, I saw Dumbo and it was amazing.
boy. I
Yeah.
could have did that.
Oh,
Will Smith.
get jiggy with it.
It's weird. I don't
Yeah,
know. It
that's
just
terrible.
doesn't sound right. It doesn't sound. It doesn't sound right.
Does he have a rap song with the
What's the one?
like his own rap song with Aladdin? Because every movie he does, he has like a rap song that comes out. Like
Yeah.
Wild Wild West, he was like
He's probably dropping an album.
Yeah, he's dropping an album.
Promotion for his album.
dropping an
Everyone
album.
is.
Will Smith,
I wonder what it's gonna be.
50 years old,
Oh, those
dropping an
songs.
album.
Well, what happened
Featuring
to
Jaden.
Jaden?
He's
yeah,
Jaden?
Jaden.
He's a hot mess.
I can't
He's a
stand his
mess.
anything
He's a
about
mess,
him.
though.
He's an icon. I mean,
But we don't
apparently.
whip our hair back and forth.
Really, an icon.
We have to whip our hair back and forth.
She made
Willow?
that one
that
song
was like
and just
when
disappeared.
she was like 11. She's
Yeah,
like
but what
19
does she do
now.
now? Yeah, exactly. They just
That
drop
was it.
off the
She's
planet.
one-
of the
Yeah,
Earth.
she actually
a
makes
one-hit
pretty good
wonder.
music right now.
I don't
like-
hear crap.
You know what it
It's
is?
on YouTube when it just like shuffles through random songs. It'll just come up next.
I'm trying to find the rap.
I used to whip my hair back and forth and I cut it off.
I whip my hair back and forth. I whip my hair back and forth. See, that's Willow Smith.
Yep,
Yeah,
that's
we
definitely
were
Willow.
just discussing.
That's Tracy Perkins, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's give it a-
Look, I swear to God, I thought your last name was Perkins. I'm sorry.
God.
No, we still believe you're
You
prepared
know,
for your
there's a good
shows.
breakfast place called
Yeah,
Perkins.
it's a
Yes,
good
sir.
They have
breakfast
good. Their
place.
tater tots
That's
are
it.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have really good pumpkin pancakes in
They
the
might
fall.
have pasta there you might like.
Look, I get pasta anywhere, okay? Even IHOP has good pasta.
Pasta. I still can't get over
Getting
that.
no pasta at IHOP.
IHOP pasta.
IHOP is
Yeah,
for
that's like-
pancakes
Dude, that's
only.
like getting a cheeseburger at Olive Garden.
They don't
No.
have that.
Yeah, but imagine if they did. You'd be like, hey, let me
Yeah,
get the
let me get this-
cheeseburger. But, hey,
If it was
hey,
veggie,
yo, hey, yo,
called the cheeseburger.
If you get
Burger.
pasta at IHOP, you got to put syrup on it.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's disgusting.
Oh,
Oh, that's like
You have
Elf.
to.
That's
Isn't
gross.
that what Elf did? Didn't he put
He
syrup
put
on his
syrup
spaghetti?
everything.
Oh god.
How did Will Ferrell do that?
just-
Because he's Will
just did.
Ferrell. He can
Yeah.
do
If
whatever
you're
he
getting
wants.
paid, you can pay me to do a lot of
He can
stuff.
build a
Yeah, if
wall
someone
for
was
Trump.
like, yeah, $100 an hour.
Okay,
Yeah, exactly.
Bring
Ladies
it
and
to whatever you
gentlemen
want.
and ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the
Haven't
DJ
they
Danny Show.
I think
Who's
we
coming?
have John. We have John Pavard.
Hey,
Give it up, ladies and gentlemen.
Johnny. Hi, John.
Kim, do
Hey.
you have my phone? Okay, I just need it for Facebook.
Can we get him closer to the
We're having an
camera,
earthquake,
please?
guys. Oh.
Probably
She's
like,
got it.
Move like.
Look, the engineers got this, guys. Thank you so much, Kimberly. You are a blessing from the heaven above. Amen. How was Georgia? She just came back from Georgia. Awesome.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time on the DJ Danny Show, Prince Ali, Muddy as He, John Pavaramo. John, you missed that segment, I think. Believe me, it's okay. Yeah.
You didn't miss much.
That's cool. How you guys doing?
We are so glad to have you here.
I'm glad to be here. This is nice. I haven't been to the new studio yet. I went to the old building.
That's where he went.
You guys should have hung out in there.
I am not done.
Gino, do we have his mic on?
I've been going there.
Dad, is John's mic on?
Dad,
Dad. Daddy.
Dad,
Daddy.
Share.
Papa,
Daddy.
We can share for now.
Papa.
Oh, thanks.
Again, believe it
Is
or
his
not,
mic
this
on?
show was
Here, one of
unscripted.
these mics
Wait,
is
was
on.
it clean?
Wait, I think that one, the silver one. I hear you.
No, the other one, the silver one. That's
Yeah,
good.
that's the one.
Boom,
That one's on.
I hear you.
Yep.
I hear you.
Okay, good.
Good. We hear you, sir.
You have a beard?
I
In your
do.
pictures, it
Oh,
didn't
wow.
look like that.
Oh my
I'm
God, I just
unshaven
noticed
in the
that.
picture, but I have a
Wow.
beard now. Yeah.
Wow.
I had a beard the first time I
How
met
long,
you too.
how long did that take you
Are
to
you
grow?
surprised? I was gonna say, are you surprised I can grow a beard because I'm tiny? What does that have to do with anything? It's just like, I'm like, oh, you look like you're 12 in your photo. I'm surprised you have a beard.
No,
now you look
like
older.
Well, yeah, you definitely look older. I thought you were about 23.
Okay, that's actually great.
I
Yeah,
don't know
that's
how old
awesome.
you are,
I'm
so.
good. That's the way it should be.
Leave it there, John.
I'm,
Good man.
that's what I'm talking about. That's exactly. I'm
Good
throwing
man,
everybody
John.
off. Can't go to jail if they don't know what age you are. I'm 34.
Okay.
That's
he's
still a
31.
great age, man.
It's a good age,
Yeah.
right? It's a
30s
pretty
are
good
bad.
age to be.
You're done right.
30s
not.
are 30s are good.
No, they're
Yeah,
not.
they are good because you give
terrible.
less of a fuck when you soon as you start getting into your 30s, you don't give a shit about
That's
anything
right.
anymore.
That's
Yeah,
right.
but
Yeah.
it's,
Oh,
And there's
Wait.
Ruben, the man who invented the
He's
sandwich.
just
Ruben
he's
just
like
took your
we
drink
are
away.
we are
No
done
gifts
with
from
this garbage. Yeah, I guess we're not promoting anything on the show. I
No, we're not.
really wanted to push
Poland.
my vitamin water brand that I have.
So they just take that away from you?
It's yellow, so you're probably telling I just peed in a jar on the way over here. Oh, thanks. We don't know what's in there. Thank you. I
We're
appreciate
promoting
that.
Poland Spring, but it's actually a
I
slinky.
drove here. What do you mean? What's in there? It's like less than half empty.
People drink and
Wait,
drive.
wait, hold up. Ruben.
No, it's fine.
Ruben, come here.
Listen,
Ruben.
that's fine.
Nothing but water in
Listen,
the
he likes when I
studio.
boss him around. Ruben, get your ass in here
We
now.
don't need no BDSM on
Oh,
this
no
show.
donkeys in the studio.
Yeah.
So who is
Look, he
everybody?
didn't even listen to me. Ruben, what'd you take from him? His drink. Why?
Water only.
Oh,
Who made you the police?
I didn't know.
But it's vitamin water.
It's fine.
It's water.
It's not food.
It's colored water.
Wait, you came in and just took it. You didn't even like say, "Hey, this is why I'm taking it."
It's very professional. No,
shit
it's
is
fine.
this?
I'm fine.
It's in the other room.
All right.
Yeah.
Go down the line,
It's watching
John.
the show.
Hopefully you don't need flavor in your mouth.
Ruben, you know what I say? Fuck. You know. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
How did you? Oh,
got it. She
wow.
balling. She got
wow. You're surprised I grew a beard. You think I'm gonna spill shit on your fucking carpet? Like, this is cool. This is cool.
It's cool. Just
Yeah.
like
How did you enjoy Robbinsville, John? I got robbed.
Thank
Oh,
God.
you want to curse? You
Yeah.
use up a
Oh,
guy
I
to curse
drink
so
No,
bad.
but
trying to
not
hold
for
the
nothing.
city.
That never happens in Robbinsville.
Oh,
I'll tell you.
God.
No, you
Nobody
guys
gets
seem-
robbed.
No, you guys seem like a nice
Oh, my
town.
God.
No, the cops are bored as hell here.
Oh, are they really?
Bored as hell.
Do they
They
get
don't
a
know
lot
what the. I'm telling
Cops are
you.
bored everywhere.
Oh, they're really bored here. Well, Trent, they ain't bored in
Yeah,
You
Trent.
get paid to be a bored cop, though. I'm
You're a
telling you,
cop?
bud.
I think
He wants
is.
to be.
I wish I was a cop.
Really? You wish you were a cop? Don't be a cop,
look,
dude.
anything to get paid more than I'm getting paid now.
Didn't do anything else.
That's why I'm here.
I'm just saying. No, I'm just saying. Like, you don't need to be a cop to get more money.
You missed the conversation.
Oh, I'm sorry. I got here at the time I was supposed to be here. I didn't realize you guys were going to be talking the entire time. No, don't be a cop, man.
Yeah, be a fireman.
Yes, firemen
like-
get way more pussy
Yeah,
than cops.
and
do.
they get calendars, bro.
They go into burning buildings. Are you
Wait,
nuts?
But they get laid.
They go into, everybody gets laid, first of all, and they go into
Not
burning
quite
buildings.
everybody.
Yeah, not everyone.
If you become a
Yeah,
cop,
but
you're gonna
speak
wind
for
up having
yourself,
to shoot your
Tim.
own, man, and that's not fun. You know what I mean? Like, there's almost a law.
Yeah, you're damn sure right.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. It's not,
Why are you trying to talk
True
them out
though,
of it?
like, it's true though.
I'm
because
talking
I-
him out of it because cops are dicks.
Yeah,
Wow.
I don't like them.
Yeah, I don't
I
either.
am.
I don't.
I am a punk. So like, if I got a gun in my hand, I'll be quick to pull that fucking.
Oh, so
Yeah.
don't be a cop.
Yo,
Yeah.
for real, I get scared easily.
You just described every cop though. You know, like every cop we've seen in the news. So like, they're supposed to be these fucking heroes or whatever, and every one of them's like trigger happy. Like,
Yeah,
I would,
for real.
like
No,
I
the
was- I didn't
rookies.
know-
The rookies are bad. The rookies, they come in like,
Yeah, they're really bad. Yeah, they're not
So
very good. They're
bad.
not training them properly either, and they're getting all people who like low IQs too to be police officers because they don't answer back. You know what I mean? They don't question authority, which is a which we all should be doing.
Do you know I take it we're not doing a PBA fundraiser again this year?
I never get it. I used to do PBA fundraisers before they found out I was like,
Public
Crazy.
Basketball Association.
yeah, that's it. That's what I used to. And then they realized I was only 5'4" and couldn't dunk, so they stopped me from doing that.
Hey, I was supposed to go to
sick
So
the
of
wait,
all
so who
my
are
kids.
you? Who are we?
Oh, I'm Turtle Puccio.
Okay, cool.
I know, it's weird.
No, it's listen.
It's weird.
You
It's
do.
okay.
You got to do what you got
Why
to
is
do.
it?
Man.
What's weird about it?
You're making it work.
Turtle. It's weird to say.
But wait,
He's out of the water.
I like it, but it's weird to say.
there used to be a show with a main character named
Yeah,
Turtle,
Turtle. Yeah, everyone thought that's why I picked Turtle.
but that
It's
wasn't the
Entourage.
reason.
I think "used to be" is the key word there. I'm just kidding. You can make it work again. And I'm sorry.
Yeah, you could. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm Timmy like.
Okay, nice to meet you too.
got a
Awesome.
great radio
You got a
voice.
great voice, man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's
Timmy
that's
Lie.
crazy. Yeah,
He has a voice for radio.
he does. It's
Yeah.
really good. It's
Yeah.
great. I heard it immediately when I walked in. I know you guys. We met last time I was here, right?
Did we?
Tracy Perkins.
I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tracy
Not my name.
Perkins.
That's not
No,
my
okay,
name.
no, but I think
Yeah,
I think you were
we
here.
did. I think we met.
Maybe you look real familiar.
I think
Probably
we met.
Facebook.
Did we sleep together?
I think I would remember that. See, that's, that's a good compliment. You ever do that though when you meet you know somebody on Facebook only or whatever, then you see them in public, and like, we know each other. You're like, nope, just been browsing through her photos. That's what I've been doing. And I'm sorry, and you are?
Will.
Will, nice to meet you, dude.
Nice to meet you too.
Will find him another job.
Oh, I love that.
We'll figure it out.
Find him another job because his name is Will. I love that.
You got it.
Wow.
Yeah, I got
Okay.
it.
Got it?
Just
So
checking.
so what are we? What have you guys been talking about?
What haven't
Aladdin.
we been talking about? Aladdin. Will
Yeah.
Smith.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I give it 50-50.
I'm against it.
I'm against.
Oh,
it.
again? Oh, we're against it. I thought you meant
I'm
we were gonna
against
do
it.
well.
I'm against
I don't
it.
want it either.
don't
Nobody asked for this.
I want the Lion King.
That looks
That
alright.
one looks good.
Not for nothing. I don't know if you've noticed. Every freaking Disney movie is coming because basically they're redoing every single animated
Yeah.
feature and
Remake
making a
Peter
live
Pan.
action.
Yep.
They did the live Peter Pan on TV. They
I'm
did that
talking about the
live.
movie.
Yeah, we're not talking about live.
Oh, but they
TV.
already did 2 Peter Pans, didn't they? They did the one with
So
Hugh Jackman where they sing a Nirvana song in the beginning, which fucking threw everybody
Hugh
off.
Jackman.
What?
Yeah,
Peter Pan is that?
What
he
year was
plays
this?
Hook, man.
Look, anything before 2000?
No,
you missed that.
no, wait, he doesn't play Hook. He plays
Is
no,
Hook the movie?
no,
You
not
think it was
Hook. No, that was like 1992.
Greatest
Yeah.
show.
Hugh Jackman. No, that was Dustin Hoffman. No, he plays.
Oh, you're
he
thinking-
plays the before Hook. There's like a young dude that plays Hook. I think it's something Rice. But don't fucking Google it. Look at IMDb. Unless they take your phones in
Google
here
it.
too. I don't know. But yeah, there was
I'm
a
looking.
there was a Peter Pan movie too. That they came out with. There was a
Oh, there's the one with Johnny Depp, which was like the pre.
Oh, that
Yeah,
was Finding
that
Neverland.
one,
That
that
was
was-
about the guy
that-
who wrote it. That was
I thought
about.
that was Pirates of the Caribbean.
It was with Davy Jones with the Octopus Man.
Yeah, that's.
So that's about Peter
That's
Pan?
about Peter. No, she's talking about Finding Neverland. Are you guys drunk? They took my drink away. I'm not getting anything out of anybody on this. Like, come on.
He had Jack.
How do I know that's not vodka?
Wait a second now. Wait a second. Let me just look this Peter Pan stuff up. I don't remember Hugh Jackman.
Peter
Jackman.
Pan, they put that under your ass in the hospital.
Let me see now. Talk about stuff I look
He's
this
all
up.
right. What? Yeah. So that's gonna be okay. Aladdin's gonna be. I don't know if it's gonna do well or not. It might be their first flop.
The problem is
Dumbo-
that Will
Dumbo
Smith
was
looks
a
like
flop.
Will Smith.
Oh, it wasn't.
Dumbo.
It was a good one. That was
That's
the
right.
cutest
Yeah,
elephant.
Dumbo. You know what? They made it too dark and too long. I heard it was a 3-hour film. You can't.
Holy shit.
People
It
come to a
was.
3-hour
About an
film.
elephant?
It was a
3
Very long
hours.
film. Tim Burton
I
is,
was crying for 3 hours.
and
okay?
Tim Burton's very
1 hour
dark.
was just them editing out the racist stuff in it. So
Yeah.
that was. We got a little behind the scenes there.
Yeah, Tim Burton's a very dark director, so
Yeah.
it's kind of difficult for him to have this film and to have attract children.
Yep.
Right.
Because it's a little too dark, but then adults don't. You're kind of in the middle. Like, what do you do with that?
How can
I
you
knew that
go
was gonna
around
fail.
it? Yeah, no, seriously.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, it's, seriously, if you really look about it, it's about a little kid and like beat the crap out of his mother and take his mother away and stuff.
Yeah.
It's messed up.
The Lion King is gonna be weird though too because it's like they're supposed to be live action, but there's no
It's
live
real
action
animals.
animal.
It's real animals.
Barely.
Well, it's actually
Right?
CGI.
No, isn't the
whole
CGI?
movie.
Yeah, isn't it just like talking CGI?
Some of it,
No,
like
yeah.
it's some of
Yeah,
it's like a
real
definitely
lions.
CGI animal, and then some scenes, like I think when Scar walks out, they have like a It's like a mix between it's like a mix between the two or whatever. I don't know. But it seems weird because it's all the same dialogue too. It looks like. Why wouldn't you change it up a bit? Like the only thing that was cool was the Jungle Book
that
when
movie was-
John
Yeah,
Favreau
Jungle
did
Book
that.
was a dope movie.
Right, that was fucking
Jungle
awesome.
Book was
movie.
hard.
Yeah.
That one
That was
I
was
saw
hard.
Legend of Tarzan. That was good.
Oh, that was
That
a
was
while ago.
dark.
Yeah.
With
Brendan
dark.
Fraser.
No, the one with
Sure.
Oh, see, it's animals. There's
Come on,
animals.
guys.
There's animals. It's like animals.
Are you watching the trailer?
That's the trailer. Look, it's real animals.
That's cool. Can we get it up on the screen so other people like? Let's just gather around a phone and react to movies no one else can see.
Look.
We're
It's
is this?
You can at least.
It's animals.
I thought you were looking up Peter Pan.
Oh, I got
Oh, you just
distracted.
got, yeah,
I got
that's what happens to me all the time,
distracted.
too. I'm like, I have to message somebody on Twitter, and then like 5 hours later, I'm like, what the fuck?
That's why when I message you, it just says red, and then I get it 7 hours later.
Me, yeah, exactly. Because I'm like, oh, I gotta go message Al on Facebook. And
Do you
then I'm
still
like,
have like half the message left in the box, and then you go
Oh.
back and you're like, oh yeah.
yeah, I do that too all the time. Yeah,
I think I got a
absolutely.
message in the box right now.
Yeah.
It's in whose box?
All right. Well, we've solved the Disney problem. What else we got?
Does anybody watch Game of Thrones?
Oh God, of course.
Oh, Lord.
Nobody.
Anybody? Is it just you and me?
Just me and you.
I've only watched like 2 episodes.
Oh no, you can't.
Scared from it.
First of all, you can't
I'm
watch
part of
2
that
episodes.
1%.
It
I'm
doesn't
sorry,
work.
it was 4 episodes. with
You have
Pretty
to.
Daughter
You
or
have to
whatever.
watch. It is such a layered.
I don't like the incest in it.
Well, sorry.
That's what bothers you, the incest?
That's what bothers her.
Well, they're not really related.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna say.
Actors.
It's like not real. It's like fake.
Why would it bother? You don't know them. Set in a different time. Like, what do you care? It's not bad. It's not all incest. They're not all.
You know what happens? Like people get
I
so
have
mad.
no-
They're like, I don't watch Game of Thrones.
I watch
I don't watch
cartoons.
it.
Like that's it.
Yeah.
Game of Thrones is like very layered. There's like you can't just start watching it like in the middle
Right.
in one shot. It makes no sense whatsoever unless you've actually watched it through the entire series.
It's the best show that's been on TV in the last like what 8, not 10
It
years.
is amazing.
It is. It's really
It is
good. It's
amazing.
layered. The dialogue's
It
good.
seems
I
like I have to pay
Power's
attention.
pretty good.
Yeah,
What
You
Power's
guys
a
ever
good
see
show.
Power?
I
50
don't
Cent
even know
show?
what that is.
I'll
I've
pass.
heard of it.
Is
but I
he
haven't
your
seen
best friend or something?
50 Cent? Yeah, me and 50 are best
it. I'm
friends.
at 50.
Really?
Mhm.
So did I.
Long time ago. Long time ago though.
2
when he
years,
was just
3 years
starting.
ago.
Like when
That's
he
one
came
of
in,
his
when he
best
came out
friends.
with In the Club. That's when I met him.
I used to have.
Were you in the club?
I wasn't in the club, but I had some friends who went to his house in Connecticut for a party, and I saw a video. That's all I got to say about that one.
Okay.
Oh,
Do you wish
alright.
you were there?
I kind of did, but,
Ooh.
but you know what? I'd have to be a big slut to be there.
Was
so
there Sniffy Miss
Didn't work
Sniff
out.
there?
How much
Wow.
taller?
Sniff.
Nothing.
No, I was saying.
crickets.
I gave him a
Sniff
chuckle.
there?
But what the fuck are we talking? Game of Thrones. I'm sorry. We're going back to Game of Thrones. Or are we talking about 50 Cent
I don't
now?
know what we're talking about.
I can talk about Game of Thrones some more.
I know. I can talk about that all day.
Well, John, I wanted to actually talk about because I didn't know you did animation.
Oh, I did. Yeah, a little bit. That it? All right, I'll go into it. I didn't know you also did a thing. I did it. My friend and I wrote an animated show, and then I drew the characters and stuff for it, and then animated a demo for it.
Okay.
A little bit
Just
of
to
it
get
or
out
whatever,
there?
just to get. Well, when I first went out to LA, that's what I was like pitching, and we were tossing around, and there were different iterations of it after that, and I fucking hated every minute of animating it. So it's only a one-time deal. I'm never doing it again.
And did you do? You did acting too, right? Or you're
I've done a little bit of acting. I've done. I did mostly writing for years, for a while, for other people, for other TV shows and stuff. And
We have other people here that are trying to get up in the high
Yeah.
heavens. So.
oh, okay. Well, listen,
It's
I'm.
like you guys are the openings. So.
yeah. I don't know. Yeah, we're
connection.
accepting all
I
applications.
lived that life.
Where do I
Lived
get
that
an
life.
application?
This is my part 2.
We're accepting applications. You said.
Yeah, we're accepting applications now. Just go to just Venmo me. just
How much? $20 is $20.
20 bucks.
No?
Yeah, it's exactly whatever you got. Yeah, I don't care if you guys have any questions about it. But yeah, I got into it just from working with other comedians and submitting shit over and over again or whatever. And one of my other friends, I think the first writing gig I ever had was for VH1. Remember the I Love the series or whatever?
Yes.
I Love the whatever. Yeah. My first one
I
was
love 90s.
somebody had dropped out, and my friend had called me, and it was like, "Hey, we need another comic. Like, you're a good writer. Will you be able to do this?" And I was like, "Yeah, absolutely." And I think I was working a day job at the time,
Okay.
but it was like the night shift. So I was
Wait.
there by
You were working a day job, but it was a night shift?
Yeah, I had like a day job. Yeah, it was a hold up. Yeah, that was. Thank you, I appreciate that. Because in my head, it made total sense. I worked at a state park, like at a beach or whatever. My day would start in the afternoon, and I would go to midnight. So that's
that's
my
a
Oh,
night-
like
that's a night
Island
job.
State Beach Park.
Island Beach State Park. But you were close. You get
Yeah,
points for giving it a
night.
shot.
I think that's a night job.
Yeah,
but-
you just took all the words and you mixed them up, and you were like,
You're welcome.
yeah, I appreciate you.
She's
giving,
really good at Sudoku.
Yeah. Yeah, that was like a jumble that I had to almost. I was like, that's not it at all.
Yeah.
But I worked there and I wound up writing. I think my first one was I love the R&B. I love the '90s R&B, which I don't. But like I don't know it that well. But like I tried, and then
Wasn't that the series? Wasn't Morocco on that?
Morocco, yeah, Morocco was on it. Ian Black, Michael Ian Black.
I love Michael Ian Black, and then
Paul Mercurio,
Sparks, Hal Sparks.
Hal Sparks was on it.
Yeah, I loved that series.
Yeah, everybody. Yeah, all a bunch of comedians. I wrote for a bunch of comedians and stuff like that. I wrote some
I'm
of the
friends
jokes.
with a lot of them on Facebook. Actually.
Cool, that's
So
awesome.
yeah, I talked to a lot of them.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. So.
Oh, well, yeah.
We
so
should be. We might be connected.
I was gonna
We might
say,
be
there's no
connected.
way that I don't know you.
And there's like connections with connections. It just happens.
You guys
Yeah.
should go
Yeah.
to Denny's together.
They definitely
I
slept.
know.
Get pasta.
Get pasta at IHOP.
Is that another thing you guys talked about
No,
before I got
she
here?
goes
You're really
there
good
for
at
a game
including
of
people.
scones. That's what the Denny's were.
You're really good at bringing people in. Yeah, what's the Denny's joke? Did I miss that?
She went to Denny's and had pasta.
And
You're one of
meatballs.
those people that goes to a fucking like a specific
place
place
and-
and then orders fish.
Yeah.
Like a lunatic.
I'm vegetarian, so I can only have pasta.
Oh, that,
Yeah,
why
but-
don't you have
Or
like a plate of
vegetable skillet.
fries?
You know, but why don't you go to Olive Garden and get pasta?
Because I would only want their soup and salad.
Or you live in, but not for
didn't even
nothing.
know
You
Denny's
live
served
in
pasta.
Jersey,
That's where
and
we
this is
were
one
getting
one
at.
my thing. I don't
Disgusting.
understand. Everybody talks about the pizza in Jersey. Let me tell you something. Why do people order from Domino's all the time?
Because
and
they're
you
the
live
only
in
ones
Jersey?
open at midnight. There
yeah,
should be
some-
more
Oh my
like
god, but
They-
they have
they
really
have
good
cinnamon sticks.
garlic.
Yeah.
They have garlic Parmesan
sticks are
something,
delicious.
whatever.
Every time, I'm telling you, Domino's comes to where I live. I see them every single
I
day.
love Papa John's.
Well,
every day.
when it's like
Yeah.
11:30
John's
at
has
night.
the best
You
pizza.
got the best pizza, apparently, in the country.
No,
I
Papa
thought
John's-
New York City
Papa
was
John's
the
don't
best
have
pizza.
good
That's
pizza.
what everybody was saying.
No, New York, New Jersey's the best pizza.
Yeah.
To the East Coast, it's always they always say the water and shit like that. But my friends and I ordered from Domino's or Papa John's all the time because we were hanging out on the weekends and you're hungry again. So it's like 1 or 2
Well, when
o'clock in
you're
the morning.
drinking,
They're
you need
open.
munchies too.
Yeah,
What are you guys doing at 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning?
playing video games. Why? What do you do? That's what when my friends and I were hanging out in our
playing
early
messaging
20s.
people,
That's what we were
so.
fucking doing.
Oh, we're talking about your early 20s. I thought you were
Yeah.
talking about right now.
No, now I get normal pizza like an adult. But I'm just saying, that's why people order Domino's.
So you don't get pizza at 2 a.m.
Sometimes.
Oh my god! No.
Sometimes.
No,
Yeah.
because then you know what?
Actually,
you go,
hotel rooms on the road. Yeah,
You know,
we-
all that cheese just sitting, and then you go to bed, and it's just all like fermenting
And
in your
you wake
stomach,
up
and then
and
you
that
wake up and
all
oh
goes-
Yeah.
I don't have to worry
no.
about that. I'm in great
Oh,
shape.
But
no.
you have
What
nice
I,
gas too, like nice
what I-
aromas gas.
I don't know what that means.
Nice aromas of gas.
When I'm on the road though, like and sometimes you get out of a club late or whatever, and you're in a hotel room. There's no more food. There's nothing around in these fucking podunk towns, so you gotta order Domino's.
Well, it depends where you're going to.
Yeah,
McDonald's.
No,
Or do you-
Domino's is everywhere.
Do you Uber Eats?
Yes.
Grubhub or DoorDash?
They don't
You
do
can't
that here.
you can't Uber Eats in Uniontown, Pennsylvania, in the fucking mountains.
You can Uber Eats.
They don't even have technology out
They have
there.
Uber Eats here? No, they don't.
I work for Uber
Yeah,
Eats.
I looked
You
on
do?
Uber Eats. There's
I
no
do.
Uber Eats. They
Ah.
said we
I'm
do
about to
not
turn it
do it
on
in your
right after
town.
this.
Not
Yeah.
Oh,
Robinson's.
really?
You Uber Eats?
I'm about to make
Yeah,
you
I
get
do.
me
That's
food.
awesome.
Listen, I
Yeah.
got Grubhub and
Let
I
me
got
ask you a question.
DoorDash.
Do you ever
That's all I
eat
need.
anything that you're bringing to people?
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh, there you go.
Oh,
You have?
snap.
What have you done?
I've picked that they
Fries.
fry. Yep.
Yeah, I know you
gotta
got the
get the
fries.
fries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
They just,
Oh, God.
All right.
yo, you be
so
driving and then
gross.
it's just
Ladies and
like,
gentlemen,
it's
don't
just
order
there,
fries.
all in your nose and
Yeah.
like,
I knew it.
Okay,
I did not-
no,
Wait,
no, you're right.
Wait, I
because-
DoorDash from
What about
Panera today.
DoorDash or Grubhub? Because
that.
everybody
my
says that people are
sister,
eating
my
them.
dad, yes, they
I
all
love
eat it. We all eat the food.
Wow.
Before you give it to the person.
Yes, it's not an every time
Do
thing.
you drink their drink? Because that would
No,
freak
that's
me out.
disrespectful.
I think
Thank you. I
That's
appreciate
so
that.
disrespectful.
They're missing a
That's
couple.
disrespectful.
You know what? Some
They're
of
never
the
gonna
fries
know.
I'm
drop
gonna
down.
get AIDS from y'all.
That- Okay.
Y'all.
Y'all.
Y'all
They
come
don't,
back,
they don't
man.
eat your fries and then come and fuck you against your will. They don't. That's not what he said. He said. They said they give you.
Because that would be disrespectful.
Right. That would be disrespectful.
That's like totally
And that's-
off
yeah.
the table.
That's crazy.
But it's
It could
only
be
when
on
I'm
a table,
hungry,
you don't
though.
know.
It's only when if I didn't
Or on
eat
the
today,
table.
I'm eting the fries.
Yeah. I respect that you're honest about that.
So when you order like a large fry, it comes as a small fry at your door. Yeah, I don't know. They messed up your order.
I mean, I'm gonna try to keep it at a medium. You know, just try.
Pick out like 3 or 4 fries.
3 or 4 fries.
Yeah.
and I'm-
Maybe use their ketchup.
And those
That
are the
cuts
fries
off
that
your
usually
tip.
wind up at the
No
bottom
one
of the
gets
bag.
tips
Oh
anymore.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so that's fine.
People don't
Yeah,
chip
because
well.
they're
when
always
you-
on the bottom. That's right. And you dig in the bottom, you get
He's
the
doing
fries
them
at
a
the bottom
favor.
of the bag.
Yeah.
But keep the
You
others
don't want these.
intact. Yeah, you don't want
Exactly.
those. Yeah, yeah.
See, that's not selfish at all. I can-
No, just
That's
hunger.
crazy.
That's hunger.
Do you,
Exactly.
have you ever had the Impossible Burger? You're a vegetarian, you said, right? Oh, it's so fucking good.
She
right?
Oh
just-
my
she
God.
I've never had it.
No.
Red Robin just got it. I'm about to
Mine-
try
I just
it.
say what did I
Red
just say?
I'm about to try it. About to try it. I
I have dreams about the Impossible. Let me tell you
Dad,
something.
we need to
I
go to Red
haven't-
Robin. Okay.
I haven't had beef
Uber eats it.
in like 8 years, 9 years.
Wow.
I
I
haven't
think
had
they
beef.
do Red Robin.
So someone's
Well,
telling me
so
about
will.
the Impossible Burger. So I went to Red Robin, Impossible
So
Burger.
go to Red Robin.
I put that in my mouth. I'm telling you, that's probably the second best thing I ever put in my mouth. I'll tell you
Wow.
that right now.
Wow.
It was,
What's
it
the
was,
first?
No, never mind. Never
I
mind.
think we know what the first is.
I'm just saying that was the best
50
burger I've
50
ever
cent.
had.
Yeah.
I was going to say.
In the club.
There's
That
no
was a good
meat
burger.
byproduct there, that's for sure.
That impossible.
Yeah.
It's impossibly.
It's
good.
amazingly good. Whenever I go out on the road with one of my friends, Joanne Filan, she is really good. She looks up where they are, wherever we go. We always find a restaurant
But
that's
are you
got one.
vegetarian or you just like them?
I like them a lot, and I was vegetarian for about a year and a half, and then fell off the wagon. And I don't eat beef though or pork,
I've
but I.
done vegetarian for a year and like 7 months.
I
now.
can't give up fish, so I'm not a full vegetarian.
Oh, that's
Fish-
right. I don't. Yeah, I would say
I
I'm
like meat.
pescatarian.
I don't eat any of
Yeah.
that.
I like
Oh,
that.
Right
can't-
now,
I
I'm
love
kind of
sushi.
vegan. I can't
You
have
put
all
anything
these
in front of me, I'm
I can't give that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, I'm
I love
eating
sushi.
it.
Look,
And also, I'm not. I was doing it for health reasons at the beginning. I wasn't like, cattle are fucking stupid, right? You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like,
yeah, and the chemicals they pop in them.
yeah.
It's just every time you turn around, you see a frozen food being recalled with something. So that's just something. Like,
Everything. We're
Well,
all
that's
dying.
because
It
the
doesn't
FDA.
matter.
Yeah, for
That's
real.
because the FDA regulations
Are they
have
always
changed.
do? They
That's
just
why.
Oh my god.
That's
What's the
reason.
difference between like vegetables and organic vegetables?
Nothing. Everything. First of all, everything's organic.
Money.
That's
no, not everything.
No, but everything is organic. Like, there's
well,
no.
you try to get organic, but it's the most expensive.
No, but I
thing
mean,
on the
like,
world.
in general, like, it's all organic food. Like, the idea that they slap a label on something and call it organic is complete and total bullshit. It's some stuff has chemicals in it. Some
It's
stuff they
all
grow.
sprayed with Roundup.
But it's all GMO.
so
Everything's
different.
everything's
GMOs.
genetically modified. There's nothing. GMOs are not anything to be afraid of. It's all everything you eat is genetically modified. There's a reason why
But
tomatoes
you can
grow
get
to the
very sick
size.
from it. Yeah.
Barely. But there's a like it's not. I'm talking like there.
Well, you can die from cancer if you eat too much of it.
No.
You can die from anything.
Yeah,
from
because it's
cancer.
like
everything
everything
gives
Roundup and stuff.
everything gives you cancer. Let's
Everything.
get that on the open.
Basically, Will,
Everything.
the organic means Mexicans with a green card can pick it.
Oh wow, Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah, don't go
That's the
that.
difference.
Yeah.
Holy fucking shit.
Tinsley, yeah.
That's where he goes.
Yeah. Like, all right.
Yeah, it's different in this
Yeah,
room. It
it's
changes.
it's been a little quiet, and then he'll go there, and then you're like, oh
and
yeah.
then all of a sudden,
Yeah, oh, yeah.
all of a sudden, like, somebody's racist uncle pops up and just,
Exactly.
the Chinese are a sneaky people. You're like, all right, great, thanks. Appreciate you chiming in every now and again.
Thank you.
We love Tim. We really do.
No, I love Tim too. I'm
Bring him on the road with you. He's awesome.
I'm all right.
I lay on that
I'm all right.
I lay on my road.
I'm great.
I'm so used to waking up my neighbor's front yard naked, and it's just, wow.
Sheesh.
Wow.
I started
Like-
drinking again, apparently.
Is that a good night, or is that just what you like to do?
No, it's just a regular thing anymore, They just turn on a sprinkler.
Do you have like a certain spot on the lawn? that you
Nah.
Sounds
Anywhere?
comfortable.
Why are you like painting a picture?
I'm,
It's not necessary.
That's
I'm
all
just
right.
trying to see the whole story.
Oh, there's not much of this story anymore. But hey,
Their grass
people
is
have it
just
wrong
really,
about
really green.
squirrels.
What if the grass is
Squirrels
cut?
don't just go for the nuts.
On that note,
Yeah, try segueing out of that one, El.
yeah, that was difficult. I tried. I couldn't get out of
God.
that one.
My cheeks hurt from laughing.
So
else
how
is
does it? So you guys host this show regularly, right? Because I've never been. No, you don't. You're just hanging out.
I have my own show.
Oh, you do. Okay.
I have my own show on Wednesdays.
Great.
Wednesday nights.
All
Yeah.
right, cool.
And
So I
my
was
show
trying
is Tuesday nights from
Great.
7 to 8.
Awesome. And that's
And
why.
the show before me
And
canceled,
Tim,
so I made
Tim's
it
on the
6 to 8.
show Animal House after my show. He's
Okay.
on that house. On that house. He's on
You
that
guys, all,
house.
everybody
I'm
here
not
has a
on-
show except for me. Holy
I'm
shit.
not on a show.
My show is going to start on. No, I don't have a show.
You should. You should get a show.
I should. I'm.
Well, if you're
He's
not
busy.
on the road.
I'm about to-
You're like
I
always
didn't
on the
wanna be an
road.
asshole.
If you need a black
Oh,
guy,
God.
I'm down.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I always need a black guy. What are you talking about? Every
Who
white,
doesn't?
every white
My
guy
second
needs-
wife needed a few.
Well, if you need someone that audition for the Jersey Shore, he's down too.
Yeah, I'm
Dude,
down.
I could see you doing that. I
Yeah.
don't know why you think I have any contact with that, but if you need anybody to, I don't have anything to fucking do with any of that shit.
Not at all.
I tried to get them out of there. I don't know what you're talking about. But no, yeah, you look like you could do that, man.
Oh, yeah,
That's
thanks.
cool. No
You
problem.
did JWoww.
Is that it?
Hi.
Dude, JWoww used to go to my gym all the time, and one time
bodies.
I tweeted at her because it's like this, like when like Jersey Store was popular or whatever. She was at my gym and she was in line in front of me at, like to get like a shake or whatever. And I went to go up there and I was like, hey, can I get a shake with a banana in it, whatever. And then they were like, oh, JWoww stole the last banana. So I went on my Twitter account and I was like, JWoww took the last banana at my gym. Wait till she gets home and finds out it doesn't take batteries. And it got slightly popular that I shouldn't have done. And I was like, oh, Jesus Christ, I'm going to have to fucking see her in like 2 days. Yeah, it was great. I thought it was hilarious.
Did she see it?
I don't know. It's a good question. She never said anything to me. She didn't talk to anybody. She did that fake workout shit. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
they'd sit on a machine, talk to a boy, move, sit on a machine,
Talk to
to a
another
boy,
boy.
move.
Yeah.
And all the older dudes were like, maybe. And I'm like, stop it.
No.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Gyms are fun.
No, I hate the gym.
Dina
I hate the
used-
gym too, but I got to go.
Dina used to work at my job at Longhorn Steakhouse, and that's how she got picked up for Jersey Shore.
Oh, really? She
She
used
used
to work.
be a server there.
Really? And then she got picked up for Jersey Shore?
Yeah, she did the audition. I started
Wow.
working there after she got picked up, but all my friends there knew her.
Wow, that's awesome.
I was
Perfect
like,
timing.
What
what the
gym do you
Yeah.
go to?
Me? I go to Retro.
Oh,
She
you go to
go-
retro.
She goes to retro.
Jay
I go to
goes
Lions-
to
No. I went to
Retro.
Sorry, I used to go to KS Fitness in Tom's River.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
Now I
was
go to
going to say
Retro.
she
I go
would
to
be
Lifetime.
going to like 85
pool.
Fitness or something where it's
You ever been to
like,
Lifetime?
Okay, no, I've never been there. I've heard of it,
Yeah,
but
I've
I
heard
heard
of
of it.
Planet
Yeah.
Fitness, and
They have
that's
an
about
outdoor
it.
pool.
Yeah, I
I
like
don't
Planet
use
Fitness.
any of the.
Pizza
I mean,
Monday.
the pool's pretty. Oh, an
YMCA.
outdoor one.
Outdoor
The YMCA.
Oh,
They
wow,
still have
that's
those?
very cool. How much do you pay for the gym?
Wow.
So it's a private conversation now.
Yeah, it's all right.
It's
We
like
have
28 a
seconds.
month.
Oh wow,
Yeah,
okay.
that's not bad.
Yeah,
I pay 25.
I think
But I know
do
the
that.
other gyms are like $10 a
Yeah,
month.
they're
We're all
like-
just talking over everyone.
I don't use any of the
Best
fucking
thing.
the extra shit. Like there's a tanning room I know in mine, and there's a sauna, but all the fucking weirdos hang. I like to go. I don't do any of the like. I'm not a bro. I don't buy like the
Naked stuff.
matching fucking team outfits when you go to the gym, and
With the leopard skin
I don't
print.
like. You know what I mean? I'm
Well,
dousing
if you
myself
had a
with.
girlfriend or something, you wouldn't like to match.
Who the hell matches with their
Absolutely
girlfriend?
not. First
Well,
of all, I don't
they
want.
put
I
couples
What are
and
you?
stuff.
What are you? The
Shirts
Power
and
Rangers
stuff.
showing up?
Yeah.
No,
Morphin'
but like,
time.
have the cute shirts like one wears and the other one doesn't.
Pterodactyl.
Yeah. I like to go to the gym, do what I got to do, and get the
get
fuck
the
out of there. I
fuck
hate
out of
hanging
here.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't
I like
like
the
doing
gym.
that kind
I
of
don't
shit.
talk to anybody.
Me neither.
Don't talk
Oh
I
my
wear
God,
whatever
I spend,
shirt
like,
I
hours
wore
with
the day before and sweatpants, and I look like a hobo.
The day
I don't
before.
want anybody fucking talking to me. I put
Pick
my
up
hat
a
down
dirty
low.
shirt?
Yeah, it's already dirty. You might as well work out on it.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, it's not even like exactly.
Oh,
I'm
I
not
always
gonna,
wear, like, a new
I have
shirt.
nobody to impress
Me
at the
too, and then
gym.
you
Try to
sweat
look
your
fresh
ass
in
off.
there.
I'm
You're
not meeting
sweating in a
these,
new shirt.
You know?
Yeah, I don't care. There's chicks in
You come
there.
back for the gym.
You must have a lot of
They're
shirts.
not even real girls though. They're like these fucking guidettes who like hang out, on the arm of
Yeah,
some.
but I'm allowed to dream. I gotta be like,
Oh,
hey,
yeah, you
baby,
can
one day
dream.
they'll come over here.
Oh yeah, no. They don't
One
do
day,
that.
nah.
They
not
usually
today.
hang out around the older dudes who are like trying to work because it makes them. I don't know. It's like
If
a
you
weird
got a beard,
dynamic
you're
there.
interesting.
Oh yeah, the money, and if I have a beard, I'm interested. Or that's true too.
Yep.
You
Yeah,
go
that
for
works, too.
facial hair.
I talked to
Or
a couple
older,
of them,
taller?
but
I've
yeah.
been trying.
What about like my
No
my
short
chin
man.
pubes?
You're
Is
trying,
that
you're
good?
trying real
I'm
hard.
still trying.
still
You're
getting
so
the-
cute though.
Those women always
Flavor saver.
like the dudes who like can fix their car and shit. I can tell you like the downfall of Hanna-Barbera, you know what I mean? But I
Well,
can't.
he's a mechanic.
Yeah,
I
that's
can't fix
cool.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah, there
you
you go,
want to see
man.
a car crash?
Dude, that's
Yeah,
hilarious.
I got two. Yeah,
That was nice.
I did it just for a joke.
Yeah, but no, that's awesome. Dudes women love that shit.
Yeah, they love it.
I'm telling you, they like a guy who can fix shit.
Listen.
Yeah, but then it's
I was-
annoying.
We tried
I
to
was
break
single.
shit, so y'all fix
I was
it.
single for a long time,
Oh, don't
and
do
when
that to me.
and I
You just
made
broke
every
Like, seems like you have a hell of a problem there.
I made every boyfriend teach me how to do everything, so that
Oh.
I would never have to ask a man to do it for me.
All right,
So
so you already know
I don't know
missionary
how.
position.
Yeah.
Where
that's
is he
pretty
at so
much
he
it.
can teach me?
That's true.
Yeah.
So I knew how to change my
Like balance
oil,
a
and I don't
checkbook?
do that myself.
I just make sure I have money
Change
so I
my
can call
tire.
somebody to fix it.
Exactly.
Like I just want to.
I don't do all that stuff. I don't want anybody doing it for me. I don't want you hanging anything for me. I don't want you painting anything for me. I don't want
Yeah.
you fixing my car. Get the fuck away from me. I don't want you to touch me. Just let me do what I want to do.
Independent
Good.
woman.
That's
I
the
like
way.
Oh yeah, that's a hot woman.
I don't know if I could be like that. I'm sorry.
I don't want anybody nobody helping me.
I love
No,
it.
I
Get
respect that. That's
away.
fucking
I just
awesome.
don't want it. I just don't.
I don't need your help
But I
to
have
come,
friends
just-
like that. They're like,
I'll do it
oh, I
myself."
can't.
It's not like you have an option.
But that's
though.
what guys like. I
As
love
guys,
to
we
date. I
don't
like
have
to
the
date
option.
fully formed people. I cannot stand the idea of dating somebody and they're like, "You complete me." I'm like, "Well, then you need to go back out in the fucking world,
Find yourself.
find your other half, and then come back to me when you're fully formed, and I don't have to build
Right,
you up
right.
like."
No, I don't need it.
Get out of here! I'm not a project. Like,
Yeah.
this is stupid.
No,
Can't stand that. It used to be cute when I was younger, and then I realized it was like a death sentence. So I was like,
Annoying.
oh my god, that's so sweet. And then I'm like, oh, she's not going away. She's here forever. This is not good times.
It's like
See,
the
but it
certain
works
thing
in
you
both ways because I don't like guys who are like, baby, honey,
Yeah.
let me go with you. Where are you going? Can I go with you? Why don't you come with me? When you coming home? And then no,
Yeah.
I don't want it. I want my own room away from you so I can do what I
Dude,
want.
that's what I'm
I would
talking
love.
about.
I would.
want my
I,
own
if I ever I'm not going to settle down. I don't want to do it. I'm having too much fun. But like if I love separate. I don't think there's anything wrong with separate.
I don't
rooms.
think there's anything wrong with
One
that.
of my best friends and his girlfriend they have an apartment. It's a great apartment. They have 2 rooms, and then if they decide to sleep, normally they wind up doing that anyway because they're still fucking because they're happy. But like but you can go to your own room.
Yeah,
hope-
your own
right.
space.
I hope
Right.
that they're doing that, right, John?
Yeah, I would. I would.
hope.
I-
Just like the
I
guys
don't
have a man cave, I think the girls should have their. So, like, not for nothing, but I don't want to watch what you're watching. You don't want to watch what I'm on. If I don't watch Game of Thrones, you like Game of Thrones, go watch your sports, do whatever
Yeah.
you got to do. I'll do whatever I want to do, and we'll meet in the middle at some point, have sex, and then go back to our respective rooms.
See,
That's what
then
I
you
think.
don't even need. That's beautiful because you don't even need to fucking date anybody like that. You just need to have an agreement that you get to fuck when you need to fuck, and then you go separate ways.
That's it. And, maybe,
like
maybe
sign
we'll
the
have dinner.
application.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll have dinner, too.
Not even an application. You
We'll
just have
throw
to be a
that
goddamn adult. You know what I mean? Like that's all. Like anytime I like being. I have a switch. Like if I'm actually dating somebody, I can like turn all the other shit off, and I'm like very committed or whatever. But after if that's over, I do
Your
whatever.
switch goes back on. And
back
it's like,
on,
fuck
and then it's
everything.
just free for all, and I'm on the road, and it's fun, and.
So what do you have coming up for yourself? Do you have any dates?
I'm not sure where we were. I was like, what do you have coming up? I'm like, you're talking about like women lined up or?
Before we went on the air, Tracy, I was telling you I've been having dreams about you.
Yes.
Now I'm thinking I've been dreaming about Hillary Clinton. After listening to you for the last 10 minutes? Holy shit.
That's funny.
I never rubbed my sack on an ice cube tray before.
So what are you trying to say, Tim?
Holy
What are you trying
shit.
to
What does
say,
that do
Tim?
for you?
Don't touch me. I'm going to my room. What the hell?
Well,
Now I gotta
so
go to my
you want-
therapist
wait,
this week.
You want the kind of girl who's like, oh, Tim,
What
Tim,
room-
I need you, Tim. Oh, Tim.
Oh, hell no.
Are you okay, Tim?
Hell no.
Is that the kind of girl you want?
Hell no.
It's almost empty.
So what the hell's the problem?
I guess because I'm not sleeping with you. And now we're talking some smack over there.
I didn't know this was still going on.
Why the heck is
Have you
Ruben
remembered
giving
your
people
drink
pieces?
No. He just popped in to say he's got it, like a hostage situation.
He's got what?
How much
He
is the
literally,
ransom?
I don't know why he came in, but he was like, "Hey, your drink's over there." I'm like, "All right."
Didn't he just say that?
He literally just told me where it was.
You said that before.
Do you think he
all right.
took
I
a
guess
sip?
he was just letting me
Yeah,
know it's
did he take a
okay.
sip?
He's got an
I think
attention
he thinks I
span
have some
problem.
kind of personal
took a s-
attachment to that bottle
took a
in the
sip.
drink.
Double sip.
I think he took a sip and he.
And he was like, "Hey."
You know how he's talking about the
It's
first
already
situation.
open. He's not gonna know.
John, I'll
wasn't
tell
a
you
basket
what.
of fries.
You've got a
Exactly.
good look.
Me?
I'm a lot older than you, obviously, but I think you look like a young George Lucas, and that's a good look.
Oh, hey, thanks.
That's a good look.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
You definitely have his hair.
Oh,
He has
thanks.
George Lucas's hair.
I
That's-
appreciate. Yeah, I have like yeah. I'm not good with the compliments, but I appreciate it. I'm like, hey,
That's all
yeah,
right.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you, though.
I
appreciate
do.
Well,
I do.
No, I know. I don't. Yeah, I should. Yes, you're absolutely right. I have to look him up when he was younger, but I don't know what he looked like when he was younger.
Yeah,
Like you.
I was a teen when he did American Graffiti. So,
Oh, dude,
yeah.
that's I know that's a
Yeah.
fucking
Back
awesome
in the
movie.
day.
I know.
Dude, were you a Star Wars fan?
I saw the first 3 back in the day because
Those are the
yeah.
in the day.
After that, I never bothered to go
But
back.
you know what's cool? The ones that they're just doing now when Harrison Ford came back and they got whatever. Those are really good.
Those are
they
good,
picked
too.
them
That's
up.
why I'd be
Except for
tempted to see
Solo.
them.
Yeah, I didn't like.
Solo fucking blew.
It blew ass.
I didn't
right?
like the Last Jedi.
Hated it.
What?
They did like the Matrix in the middle of it, where he's
Well,
you like bend over.
Oh yeah, they
Everybody
did.
What
does
are
the
you
Matrix
doing?
now. Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
And
did
then
you
they,
ask me
like,
about
talk to
dates?
each
Why,
other.
Are we wrapping up?
No.
Oh, you just wanted to know where I was
wanted
gonna
to
be?
know what you're coming up with.
Tell us about your gigs.
Yeah, tell us about your gigs.
Sure. Yeah.
Tell us about your
I have,
gigs.
Yeah, tell us about your gigs.
I got 23rd. I'm doing Gotham Comedy Club,
Beautiful.
and yeah, thanks. Yeah, I'm doing the they're doing that taping, the Live at Gotham thing or whatever. So, and it's for Oculus too. So they're doing
where
like
is
the
it?
3D. In New York, Gotham Comedy Club.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's in New York, and then
It's
24th
Gotham?
and 25th,
Premier
I'm at I think it's called the Church of Satire Comedy Club out in Pennsylvania, doing 4 shows there. And then I know I'm doing more shit. I should really look this up.
You should have.
You should have like a list.
I do. I have it on my website. How sad is that? I have to go to my own website which is johnpoveromo.net, by the way.
Fantastic. Good.
Thank you.
It's a great website.
Thanks, man. It's a good website. You have to hit enter
You've been to the website?
to get in.
Or are you just saying it's a good website?
That was me.
Tracy, I've been to the website.
You didn't know.
Because Will went like this. He went like this. And you went, it's a good website. So he said, he went like this. He went. And you went, it's a good website.
Good
so I thought it was
website.
coming for your mouth, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
No, it looks like George Lucas's website when he was young. It's beautiful.
yeah, exactly. There's a lot of space shit on it. Nothing to do with me. But,
I love it.
Yeah, and then I'm doing the Blaze It Up show. I'm headlining that in New York at the Vig Bar. Hopewell Theater. That's a Jersey gig, so that'll be good too. Yeah, I'm doing the Hopewell Theater June 12th with Joanne Filan and Kevin Israel are also on the show.
Do you know my
Oh, Kevin!
Yeah, Kevin's
You
good
doing
guy.
it
Oh
with
my
Mike
God,
Sicoli or
Kevin.
no?
No.
Kevin Hart?
No.
Kevin
Israel. Sorry.
Kevin
A couple years ago, we had a show
Yeah,
on
I'd
this
be
network.
headlining a
Do you
show
know-
with Kevin.
You might as well just
uh,
go up. Yeah, it's
know-
Kevin Hart.
Yeah,
Everybody's going to come to the show.
Kevin Hart's going to be at the
There
Hopewell
he is.
Theater.
Oh my God, I'm there. No.
Well,
Do you know Gary Goldman?
I do.
That's a good friend of mine.
Really?
One of my
I got a
closest
good-
friends.
I got a
One
funny-
of my closest friends.
Really?
I've known him for 20-something
He just
years.
retweeted a drawing I did because I commented on it. Yeah, he did. I did he loves Kurt Vonnegut. I love Kurt Vonnegut. And I sent him this drawing that I did of him with a quote. 'Cause we were talking about Kurt Vonnegut
We met
quotes.
each other when we were in our 20s.
Oh, my God. That's
yeah,
awesome.
yeah,
Gary
it was,
Coleman.
He's a really
I
good
have
dude.
great st- he is
Oh,
an
Gary
awesome,
Coleman,
awesome
really?
person.
You know him?
No,
Gary Goldman.
Gary Goldman, he's awesome.
When is the last time he's doing that?
I talked to him, on social media a
Text
lot.
him right now.
Are y'all saying Gary
I tell him I
Coleman?
said hi. No, but please.
Tracy knows
No,
Gary
Gary
Coleman.
Are
Gold-
y'all saying Gary Coleman?
Gary Goldman.
Gary Coleman.
Goldman.
Gary Coleman is dead.
Coleman.
Gary Goldman is
You know, if
alive.
only we,
Tim
if only we
Conway
had
was
some,
Hold on, wait, who's dead?
if only we had
Tim
some
Conway.
microphones with does this actually do a thing? No.
Yeah.
nothing.
Can
It's
you hear
a
me?
silence.
I think that
It's
one's
a
broken.
noise canceling. That's great. I was gonna say, can anybody else hear? Yeah, he's so first time I met him was the comic strip. I did a set, he complimented my set, which is nice, and then I was like, oh my God, it's fucking Gary Coleman, this is awesome. And I was younger or whatever, and he was cool, so we were talking, shooting the shit. It's like a late show or whatever. It was like 11:30.
Y'all were doing coke?
No, we weren't doing.
No, they're
coke.
Heroin.
Pepsi drinkers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shooting the shit.
I said shooting the shit.
I got Coke in the other room.
He didn't
That's
say
not.
bump a line.
Also, by the way, Coke isn't done with needles. You're.
No, I said
you're
coke or
adorable.
heroin. I said coke or
Oh,
heroin.
you said or. Okay, all right.
Could have
Yeah.
been Benadryl.
Yeah, could have been. Yeah, we were just talking. Anyway, I accidentally wound up telling him I was Jewish, and I didn't mean to. But somebody interrupted the conversation, and right as he asked me, he literally was like, "We're just chatting," and he goes, "So you're a Yid?" And as he said that, somebody else interrupted us, so I was trying to not be rude, and I just looked over to him. I was like, "Yeah." And I kept talking to her for a second, and I turned around, and the entire conversation geared towards me being Jewish. And I know I look Jewish and everything else too, but I'm obviously I'm Italian. I don't care, whatever. But like. So I was like, yeah, what's going on in his head? What is he talking about? Because he was like, why did your parents take it? And I was like,
Well, a lot of his act is based on
yeah,
being Jewish.
I know. And he's like, how'd your parents take it? I'm like, oh, they were fine. He's like, really? And he's like, God, you would think. He goes, for Jewish parents, they're pretty. And I was like, I'm sorry, what? And then I didn't want to break the chain of the conversation. This is the first time I'm meeting this guy. He's like, I'm a huge fan. So I just kept going. And I was like, yeah, no, it's fine. And then I was like, oh, I got it. I'll figure this out. And I was like, oh, yeah, no, I'm only Jewish on my mother's side. And then I was like, oh,
So
that's...
you broke it down. Like,
Well, then I was
gradually.
like, no, that's real Jewish, though. That's like, it's only the mother's side that counts. I'm like, I just fucked myself. Like,
totally
royally.
did.
And then he left, and I'm like, now he's going to book me for some kind of bar
Jewish
mitzvah
event.
or whatever. And I'm going to have to go and pretend, like, you know.
Challah.
I'm like, how long am I going to have to lie about this? And then John Fish told him I was full of shit.
Oh, finally, you got
Yeah.
it out.
Thank God,
Yeah,
John.
I worked with John, and I told him that story. He's like, I'm going to tell him. I'm like, don't. I'm like, please. But I was like, I would have said anything at that point.
Yeah, he used to play with Dane Cook at
Yeah.
Next Comedy Stop.
Well, he did the
he did the HBO special. Yeah, so that's when I used to, hang around. But I actually knew him before he was a comedian, when he was a student.
Oh, that's awesome.
So he was studying to be a CPA
oh,
at
wow.
BU. Yeah,
That's cool.
and that's when we met. So
He's hilarious, and
he
he's
is
super nice
very,
and very,
very good,
smart. And
very, very good person.
the
Sorry,
tweeting thing that
we're,
he does.
we're talking amongst ourselves.
Yeah, this is
Sorry.
all the. No, it's
that's
fine.
great. That's
Sorry,
nice. So
sorry.
nice.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah, tell him.
Are we still
he's
talking
not
about Game of
gonna
Thrones?
remember.
Hey, Tracy once went down on Chewbacca.
Oh, all right. Are we bringing it back to the?
I didn't know. I didn't know they did that. But
No.
he died, Peter Mayhew. Actually,
I
He
know
just
it's sad,
died.
isn't
Yeah,
it?
but
Tim
not
Conway
Chewbacca.
just
Yeah,
died.
Chewbacca's still alive,
Yeah.
though.
Well, in spirit.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not a real.
Well, that woman that did the thing, she's alive, right?
Oh, it could be any number of women that did the thing.
What thing?
The Chewbacca.
She wore
face.
like a Chewbacca mask,
There you
and
go.
Oh,
it was,
that-
it's like a viral video where she was
Oh, the
laughing
girl in
at
the car? She's from
Yeah.
Walmart? You're talking about
Yeah,
some
from
white trash from
Walmart.
Walmart? And
I know
that's what you're
exactly.
talking about?
In
You're
Alabama.
comparing it to Star Wars.
Yeah.
Star Wars.
I've never seen Star Wars.
She's so
I
high.
have never seen Star Wars.
That was
either.
that was hilarious.
I was embarrassed
though,
to
that
say it.
everybody was
Now you're saying.
everybody was
You seen
behind that
Have you seen
Chewbacca
Star
lady
Wars?
when she
What?
first
Yeah.
did it.
Oh, okay, no.
And then they found out she was like some redneck anti-abortion Trump.
I mean, I know there's like Darth Vader, Yoda, Princess Leia,
Leia.
someone
Leia.
else.
Luke,
Leia.
I am your father.
Leia.
Like that.
Leia.
That's
Leia.
all
your
I-
father.
Leia.
I'm sorry, I've never seen it.
What movies do you like?
Mean Girls.
Yeah, that's
Good
so
movie.
This is a good
It's a
movie.
good movie.
I love that
Listen,
movie.
listen.
Tina Fey, not
treat-
bad.
Yeah.
Can't wear sweatpants on Wednesday.
That's it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like that's Tina Fey wrote that movie. So
It's
Great,
hilarious.
it's a great movie.
Isn't it pink on Wednesday?
I don't know. I
No, we
haven't
wear
watched in a while.
we wear pink on Wednesday.
We wear pink on Wednesday. See, I was
Yeah.
What did you
On
say about
Wednesdays we
sweat?
were-
No sweat.
You know, that's the only movie I like.
Gina was
Lindsay
wearing
Lohan.
sweatpants
That's
one
the-
day.
Free
She was like, "You
Gina!
can't sit
Free
there."
Gina, not Gina,
You
Regina.
mean Regina
Oh,
Phillips?
It was
Regina,
Regina.
Gina.
Yeah, it was Regina. Yeah.
I shortened her name up.
Oh gosh. Woo.
I gave her a
you know her
nickname.
Okay,
Yeah,
go
no,
for
her
you,
first
Glenn
name.
Coco. You go, Glenn Coco.
We know code.
Yeah, that's the only movie I like Lindsay Lohan because she's a hot mess with her Greek island.
What about
She's
Herbie?
a hot
Well,
mess.
no.
I don't know what's
Yeah,
Oh,
she's
Herbie
fucked up.
Fully
I haven't
Loaded was
seen
Yeah, I
really
like
good.
Herbie
I
Fully
liked
Loaded.
Herbie Fully Loaded though, and Confessions of a Teenage Drama Queen.
Yeah,
What?
No.
done with that.
They were
What
alright.
drama queen?
Mean Girls is the one thing
Confessions
she
of
did was
Drama
good.
Queen.
Oh,
Sorry.
I never see that.
What about Parent Trap?
No.
Oh,
I like
No.
when I
Oh,
was a kid,
We
I
were
was
raised
young
off of
enough
that.
to enjoy that when I was a
What?
kid.
We were raised off of that, though. so
Yeah, we were.
We had to like it.
I saw the original first.
We
but
were
then I saw
forced.
them
Yeah.
because it-
Watch
Yeah,
this
the original.
movie.
I don't know. There's something about her that's just off. There's something about her, and then
She's crazy.
And then,
She smells like cat
And
piss.
she's,
She looks like she smells like
she
cat
looks
piss.
stinky, right? Did you know? Have you seen that reality show with her own, like the Greek islands with the club? Has
No.
anybody seen that?
No.
I have
Please do
Oh,
yourself a favor.
I saw a
and wa-
preview for it.
I didn't want the scent of cat
It's
piss
so
going through my
stupid.
TV.
What a hot mess! That show is a hot mess. She's just a nightmare.
and
I
the
don't
people
get
trying to like audition for that shit, and they're like,
it. They're,
Wait.
I can't. I can't.
No, but seriously,
She really
there's so
does.
many other movies that I'm trying to think. Well, she did a music career, and I liked her music when it came out.
She had like one song, and I don't even know what
Five.
it's called. What?
I
Name
wouldn't call
one.
it a career.
Name one song.
listen, she has more money than any of us, so let's just
Yeah.
say she
Yeah.
won, and then call it. You know what I mean? I think
Yeah, that's true.
as much as you know, there's
Rumors.
She's a hot.
That was Fleetwood Mac.
yeah, I was gonna say. Tim saves the day with that one.
Who was
Thank
it?
you.
Who was Stars Are Blind? Wasn't that Paris
Paris
Hilton?
Hilton.
I
She
thought it was
a good
Stevie
singer,
Wonder.
Too. No,
I knew you were gonna say.
and no one in this world was Paris Hilton too. I liked her music career too.
She had a
She had
music
one
Jessica
song.
Simpson
She had
had
a
music
song.
She had an album.
Yeah, that had
I
a
thought her name
song
was
on it.
Perkins Hilton.
I just like her hotel. That's about it.
Yeah, really? Right?
I'm down with her hotel too. Yeah.
That's
hotel?
it. They give points back. That-
Yeah, they
They
did.
do.
I'm down with that. I definitely am. And
Anytime I've been put up in one,
you know,
they're
just
nice.
musicals and stuff.
Exactly.
I like musicals, but I really like Pitch Perfect, especially Anna Kendrick. She-
Oh,
yeah,
Yo,
that's
Pitch
good.
Perfect
That's a
is
good
that
one, too.
The
show.
best.
How do we get from Lindsay Lohan to
Best.
Pitch Perfect?
He was asking what other
I asked
what
what
stuff I
movie
like.
she liked.
And
That's
I
all
was just
full
trying to
time,
think
Yeah,
of something
Pitch
else.
Perfect.
I got
And I
lost.
like Anna Kendrick.
All
Like
three of
I
them.
love Fat Amy.
Rebel Wilson.
I like that actress.
Yeah, Fat Amy.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
great.
Rebel
Rebel
Wilson?
Wilson.
Yeah, she's Fat
awesome.
Amy.
Yeah, Rebel Wilson.
I don't know her name. I just know her as Fat
Let's
Amy.
keep on with this. Fat Amy, Rebel Rule. Fat Rebel. Fat
Rubber
Rebel
Wilson.
Wilson. Yes.
Yeah.
Rebel Wilson
She's
Rebel
actually
Wilson.
doing a movie.
It's
coming
out
in
already.
Theaters. Oh, with
with Anne Hathaway.
I gotta go see
But
that.
it's all that is Dirty Rotten Scoundrels, but with females.
Yes, it is.
I don't
You're
know what
absolutely
that
right.
means.
That's
Yeah,
exactly
fuck
what it
it.
is. But just go.
I
with
know.
it.
I
Just
know.
go
Now
with
it's
it.
What
It
year
looks
did
like
that?
it's a pretty
Because
cool
you know they
movie.
redo everything.
They
So-
do. They absolutely do.
Is that an 80s movie?
Dirty Rotten Scoundrels? Yeah, Steve
Yes.
Martin and Michael
Yeah,
Caine.
sorry.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, they can't.
And,
Anything
oh, okay,
earlier than
we're just-
2000s.
I like
That's where me.
what-
would
Yeah,
be.
back in the
Mount
2000s.
Ridgemont High with the boys or something.
Fast Times?
Fast Times at Ridgemont
There
High.
you go.
Not
Wait,
Mount
what did you
Ridgemont-
call it?
I was like Mount. She said Mount Ridgemont High, and I was like, "What fucking national monument is that?"
No, she's got a crack staff working on her material back there. So when she takes the
See,
microphone,
Can I recommend one thing for your shows coming up? You need a laptop here and a dude in the back sending you right information. That's what you need.
I,
Just
I
like
got a phone for her.
yeah. Well, nobody's fucking.
That
you
dark
know, they're
behind.
stealing drinks. They're not sending you anything.
Yeah, they don't do anything.
Oh,
They don't.
okay.
They don't do anything back there.
Oh, all right.
It's their time to relax.
They're probably not even
until the
watching
show's
us.
over.
Yeah.
Do we recycle here at Hamilton Radio?
You
Yes,
gotta
we
ask
do.
my dad. I don't know where.
I'm sure you guys do.
I'll just
Somewhere.
take it home and recycle it there.
I'll take it home and recycle.
Everybody
it.
is. Did that plastic bag thing hit you guys yet here?
What plastic
No,
bag?
not
huh?
New
That they're
Jersey
doing
yet.
away with it. What do you mean not New Jersey? It's in my town.
They
I
got.
live in New Jersey.
They're getting rid of plastic bags.
Not New Jersey.
You gotta
What
pay
the
for
fuck
them,
are
right?
you talking about?
Highland
You
Park
need a
does.
guy on a
you gotta
I was
computer.
in Highland Park.
You gotta pay like 5
Where?
cents or something like
You
that.
live in
10
what,
cents
what
in
town?
10
Park.
cents for a
Yeah.
fucking bag.
I don't know what you said.
It's okay. It
I'll be
doesn't
like, give me a
matter.
paper
I'd rather
bag.
just-
I don't-
They are doing away
That's
with
11
plastic
cents.
bags.
11 cents
and
for a paper
styrofoam
bag?
cups at
Yeah.
Dunkin' Donuts.
Oh my god, I'm
And
bringing a
that's, I'm
backpack.
fine. You know, it's fine. That's good that they should be doing that.
Listen,
kind of shit.
listen. You've seen the oceans? They look like shit.
Yeah, of course.
They do.
I mean, not for nothing. You see turtles are all.
Have you seen the
wrapped up
people
in
going into
Yeah.
the ocean?
They look
Some of them
like
I
should
see
be coming out.
turtle all wrapped up in anything.
He's not wrapped in bubble wrap.
I wish.
They have those those things.
It's like a weird game of like telephone. Where, like
The
turtle
ones
doesn't
that you
wrap
put
his
the
shit.
cups
Like
in?
what?
Yeah, I know.
Seems odd.
It's all right.
What is this?
It's a choice.
Bubble wrap.
That's awesome.
I was looking at that earlier. I was like, what is that?
I need that on my.
At first, I thought it was a keyboard on the back of your
That's
phone.
what I
thought it
Yep,
was.
yep.
That is
It's a new BlackBerry.
fucking best shit, dude.
Yo, for real.
I
I do this all day.
No, I want to see you pop it.
Pop it.
again
Pop
something
it.
else that the audience can't see.
Spin it.
Go ahead.
Sit it.
I'm gonna pop it. Wait, let me pop it. Ah.
Does it come back? Is it like memory foam kind of?
No, it's just like bubble wrap.
So
You just
good.
You have a bubble wrap, you pop it. It doesn't. You can't pop it again.
reusable.
This
I-
is
Oh,
some
reusable
big-ass
pop-
shit,
Well,
man.
I didn't get the feeling I thought I would, so thanks.
Oh, damn.
Sorry to
It wasn't
disappoint you.
fulfilling. Didn't fulfill me. It was like, oh, that's it.
Look at the bright side and go back to your own room now and watch whatever you freaking
Yeah.
want.
Tim, did I just burst your bubble when I told you?
You can call it a bubble.
What did you
I
think
call
was
it what's left of my scrotum.
What do you think I was doing at home? What do you think was going on? You think there was like Love American stuff? What was going on?
You know, who the hell knows? I saw you out with a guy when you came to my comedy show. I figured, all right, she's getting something, you know.
Yeah. And
So
that's,
where do you do stand up?
Not many places, that's for damn sure, but, you know.
I just said you said
Most recently, I was Little Ferry last Tuesday night.
Okay.
I've got a gig coming up next month, Turtle, putting him on a show at City
me.
Streets over
Put
in
me
East
on.
Windsor.
Okay.
Put
And, I
me
do
on.
like, Greenwich Village Comedy
You
Club
should
for
do
Evan
Vinnie
Weiss,
Brand,
you know.
too.
Cool.
Vinnie
That's where I'm
Brand.
at. But,
Nice.
I'm an older guy getting into comedy.
No, I was just curious.
I'm an older
I was
guy,
just wondering.
too.
you're not getting
You
into
do
comedy.
stand-up
You've
too?
been in comedy.
Six
Yeah, I'm like
years.
just
years.
starting.
Just starting,
I
okay.
did 5 stand-ups.
Oh, you did
So,
5 stand-ups? Oh,
five
that's
stand-ups.
awesome.
Yeah, and they frisked him
Oh,
each
he's a
time,
baby.
too. Yeah.
I had my
Pretty much.
first stand-up a couple
When?
weeks ago. I had my first stand-up at where were we?
But he was a bad-looking guy, so you didn't really mind. Yeah.
I did my first stand-up.
That was
yeah.
Villa Maria.
Villa Maria.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I had my first stand-up, and it was all right. I mean, you know
How
what it is?
much time did you?
A little over 3 minutes. I think the hardest thing for me is
Doing it
timing.
naked.
Other than that, timing. Like timing is the hardest. It's not
yeah.
the jokes, and it's not the talking. I can do all that stuff. It's knowing exactly when to take a pause and take a moment and let them soak it in, and that's where I need to work on it because I was just going blah, 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 and then I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, I can't stop talking.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
know,
and that's a problem.
that'll the more you do it, the better you'll get it. It's instinctive timing, so you'll find out if you have it or you don't
I'm working on
as
it.
you
There
keep
you go.
going.
I got a lot of material. Like I got a lot of material, but I just got to learn how to,
Work with
That's
it.
another thing you'll figure out as you keep going too, that you don't have as much as you think you do. I was gonna say, there's every comic you start something is like, I got a lot of shit,
Yeah,
and you find out you've got
exactly.
3 good jokes,
it's true.
and then you have to build off of those, and
Yeah.
you'll find everything else you wrote.
Yeah.
Good evening. My name's Tracy. I have my own room. So I don't want nobody touching me. I changed my own fucking oil.
Yeah.
Don't clean my room. I'll clean it myself.
When I say don't touch me, I'm talking about don't touch me when I'm fixing things. That's what I'm talking
Two single
about.
men
so
walk
she's
in the
telling you
room. I
that
said,
she
go
wants
back to your own fucking rooms.
She's telling you that she wants you to touch you.
No.
That's not what I said.
I've been doing
Why are you
this-
putting words in my mouth?
I was gonna say I've been doing this for like 15 years. This is the first time a couple weeks ago I had to throw out somebody in the audience.
Well,
I've
that's
never had to
awesome.
do it before. I didn't physically have to. I got
Yeah,
somebody else.
yeah.
Trust me.
What, was he heckling you? What was?
No, it was a woman. No, they were. I don't mind heckling. I mean, I can handle everything. Like I like to talk to the
Yeah,
audience and all
right.
this shit. But they were. We were in Michigan, in Holly, Michigan. I've been there. I was there about a year ago. We did like 4 shows. It was like the 3rd show. We're doing it. The first one on a Saturday. Sold out show. It's fucking packed. And I'm almost done with my entire set, closing out the show or whatever. And I did a couple Trump jokes or whatever. And I just mentioned his name, didn't get to any of the jokes, and this woman fucking shouts out
you
immediately.
go.
And she's like, wrong room. And I'm like, yes, you are, honey, in the wrong room. Get out. So I batter away or whatever. I do the jokes. It gets applause, laughter, or whatever. shouts out again, same thing,
Wrong
like,
room.
you know, wrong audience. This is not, you know, you're in Trump country.
They're
da-da-da.
so miserable.
And then, they're fucking animals. So I do that again, and then I like dismiss her or whatever. And then she did it a third time, and then I just stopped, and I was like, you know what, that's it. Get up, get the fuck out. And then I got like applause, and then I got some booze from the back, which is great. So I get the booze or whatever, and I don't know, I just snapped when I was on stage, and I was like, you know what, fuck it, do it. I got 20 minutes, and I get paid whether you fucking boo me for those 20 minutes or not. And I was like, this is only feeding it. And then my brain was like, what you doing? I'm like, you're in the middle of nowhere, and you don't know where you are.
Right.
But I was just like, you know, I was just instinctive stand-up
In the
mode.
moment.
And I was like, no. I'm like, get her and get the fuck out. And then I just like, I don't know who's running the room, but get her over here and get her out.
Get
She's
out,
like,
bitch.
I'm sorry. And I was like, too late.
Don't
and
be
it
sorry.
didn't have any really thing to do with her shouting out about the Trump thing. It was just that she did it 5 times total.
It's
Yeah.
disrespectful.
And I was like, this is nuts. You know
Too
what I mean?
much.
There's 200 some odd people in this room. Everybody paid to have a good time, and this dumb bitch is
She
fucking.
wanted to get attention on herself.
She didn't like that. I mean, I get it.
Attention whore.
All those lunatics think, you know, for some reason they're in love with this particular politician as
They're in
opposed
love
to
with
yeah,
him.
they get
Let me
off
tell you
on
something. It's not even like, oh, I like the president. No, the people who support him like are obsessively
because they find they're so they finally have a dude who's as fucking stupid. You know what I mean? And they
Fucking
represent
dude.
that kind of. And I know I'm a piece of shit. I don't really give a shit.
They got a
I
dude.
know people get upset that I went up, but like that's the thing. And then they did think they can do that kind of shit. And the same thing. So this woman started chanting his name. I didn't even hear this because I was on stage trying to regain the fucking audience. And she started chanting Trump, and then they escorted her out. And then by the
a
time
different woman.
different woman
Oh.
now. It was like this weird thing, right?
Oh, wow.
So by the time the show ended, everybody in Holly was super nice, though. Like the rest of the audience, they
Yeah.
were cool, and they were like, "We're so sorry. We feel like they hijacked the show." And I was like, they're like, "We hope this doesn't discourage you for coming back to the town." I'm like, "I have assholes in my town too. It's fine." And the owners were cool as fuck because most times people own a building and they think they're like gods because they fucking rented a space and put shit in it. Like I'm supposed to be impressed. I write for a living. Relax. So you know what I mean? Like so I was like, but they were awesome. They were just like, you know, the guy wrote me an email and he was just like, fuck these MAGA. He's like, ever since this has happened, you know, the clientele has gone down. They don't dress for dinner anymore. This is a really nice place. And he's like, no, he was just talking to me about how everything's kind of, and they think they can do that shit. And I was like, not going to have it. I mean, I've been to Kentucky. I perform everywhere. I don't care if it's red or blue. And by the way, the jokes are innocuous. I never preach. I do Democrat, you know, and I barely talk about politics. It's only just like in
Touch on
in
it.
reference of like to family shit. You know what I mean? Like when I talk about my family and stuff. And they just said his name and they couldn't take it. So I was like, no,
That
get
was
out.
it.
And you know what I love about that though? And there's like liberals are the snowflakes, but like you mention your president's hair and you're immediately gonna go, you know, toss hands. You know what I mean? Like go fuck yourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just
That was
that's
my,
crazy.
yeah.
Well, Will had said earlier, like before you got here, was talking about building the wall, and he said that he was going to pay, well, how much? $100 an hour. And he
$100
said,
an
I'll build
hour.
the fucking wall for $100
I'll
an
build
hour.
4 walls. Ain't nobody hurdling over it. Ain't nobody getting through my wall.
It's amazing though too because if you just open a history book though, you'll notice that everybody gets over a fucking wall. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, that's
in
why
the
you
history
need
of time.
4.
But it's just a metaphor for hey, do you also not like brown people? Me too. You know what I mean? Like oh, what a coincidence.
Yeah.
We have something in common.
I also have made money off of poor people. Let's
Me and the
also-
president were like this.
Yeah,
we're,
exactly.
We're tight. We're tight.
Exactly. Yeah,
Well,
it's-
did you ever see a picture of the Great Wall of China?
Yeah.
Fucking thing works. There ain't one Mexican in China.
I love Gene's laughter from the back of the room. He's like, finally. Finally.
All
Somebody
right,
who
guys.
gets it.
So
I hear you, Gene. Your fucking Facebook Live videos talking about, I see you. It's like, what climate change? It's fucking raining. I'm like, Gene, relax. Is he there? Gene, you hear me?
No, you Gene from the.
Oh, I hear him in the mic.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
all right, y'all.
I
We
can't.
are.
I don't
always
get any
laughs at him.
headphones. These things don't work apparently.
We're coming to the end of the close. Everybody, plug what you guys got.
We're getting naked.
End of the close.
The end of the
was cute.
close.
Oh, the end of the show?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Has it already been?
It's
holy
going
shit.
on 8
came
o'clock
late.
then.
We're going into 8. We're going into who's comes in at 8?
Well, 8:30. The next show starts.
Which show's that?
It's a
The round
Christian
table.
revival type of thing.
Is it really? they don't want me on the show.
It's the round table.
I don't know what that is.
I think you were
Nights?
on his show.
Oh, it's Max
John.
or John.
Max.
Oh, I know. I was on John. Max.
They sound alike.
Wait, what?
Hank.
What?
No, wait. Gene.
Who's Max?
Doug Max. Doug Max. Don't fucking tell me. Doug Max.
Oh, okay. Tom Mangelli,
Tom
Doug
Max.
That's
Max.
his last name, though.
Thank you.
His
I was
name
like,
is Doug,
Connor.
not Max.
I know, but Doug Max.
Hold on, what
But
did
his
you
last
say?
name
The
is-
Max
come
and
on.
Mangelli
said
show.
Fucking meet me halfway
No,
here.
you
I
lost-
got
you
I
lost
got
me
half
at
his
John.
name right.
Yeah, nobody said Doug. I
Doug.
heard John. Oh, I heard. Oh,
You're
what was
Doug?
his name?
No,
You know what?
I
Never
heard
mind.
Max.
I heard Max, John.
Or could it be the
Daryl.
Max and
John.
Mangelli show?
I still want y'all to
Steven.
promote
Yes.
who you are,
Sure.
Who are you?
your gigs, and where people can find you.
Okay.
So you can start and then go down.
All right, great. You guys can find me at johnpoveromo.net and on Instagram at johnpoveromo. And come to the Hopewell Theater June 12th. That's going to be a lot of fun.
You gotta spell your last name. We don't have to spell.
Poveromo. John Poveromo.
Oh, it's just like it sounds.
Thank you. Thank you.
What's that?
I
A
wouldn't.
genius at the end of the
I wouldn't-
table.
That was
I
John
wouldn't know that.
Poveromo.
Thank-
What was that? That was Three Stooges person.
Oh.
Curly, yeah.
My name is
Stuff for
William.
millennials.
My name.
Wait, your name
Will
is William?
William Burnett.
Yes.
You can follow me on Instagram at try to stop me. That's try number 2 stop.
Stop me from eating
Me.
your French fries.
Yeah, you can try, but it's not going to work.
I am not.
I'm eating all your French
Wait,
fries.
no. You should do William
William.
Shatner?
Shatner.
William And then
Wait.
you could still leave Burnett if people wanted it. But I mean, like, as your name. Because you already started it. And you don't know what
Yeah.
it's going to be. So.
William.
French fry.
And then-
William French fry.
William.
The French fry.
French
Go on, Tracy.
What's Bill done?
It's your turn.
I'm gonna just say it one more time, just
Yeah,
in
go
case
on.
we
Yeah,
missed
just
out.
do it again.
Yeah, I didn't. I missed
At
it. Well.
try to stop me. That's try number 2 stop me underscore.
How'd you get that website?
We're going to get
Oh
pictures,
no, that's
guys.
a Instagram.
Yeah, man. Oh, it's
Oh,
Instagram.
hell yeah, we
I
better.
was like, somebody
You had to
has
add the
that.
underscore at the end. That's the only reason
Once
I
you,
got
yeah,
it.
once you had the
gosh, you
underscore,
see it?
you're like,
Yeah.
are we getting a selfie?
Try it, Jim.
I think we
Freaking
all
hate
did.
I tried sending you one, but you blocked it.
Kimberly, can you come take a picture?
She said, look at the picture of Tim.
Selfies
Long
are the
nose
most
and he didn't shave.
self-absolved.
Kim, can you come take a
I like
picture?
when there's selfies of a lot of you. You're right, they are.
Can you get all of us?
My friends page,
I want to do it here, then we'll do standing after the
Wait.
show.
Just her fucking face.
Do you want her to do it? You gotta give her
Oh,
her phone.
sorry.
Should I take my
My phone
headphones
is like
off?
dying. I forgot to charge
I'm gonna
it.
take my
Wait,
headphones off.
guys, we gotta look.
Oh, I like that green phone.
Wait, thank you.
Right.
I love her nails though.
Look at the claws on her, man.
Ooh, I'm gonna get you. Her name's Kim. She's crazy.
Well, before you say that, I can't afford any more alimony.
No, girls named Kim are crazy. Never dated a girl named Kim.
All right. Fair enough.
She's good.
Okay.
She's
should
a
we
good
all
one.
Plug a thing.
Perkins, what do you got coming up?
Yeah, Perkins.
Tracy.
It wasn't me.
Yeah, you were like, I did this.
Yeah.
First of all, it's not even my name.
That's not my name. Well, I was like, who's
Kim, can you come take another picture? My eyes are closed in these.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm
Oh my
sorry.
Are we
god.
off the air?
Mary,
People watching?
No, we're
baby
still watching.
Jesus.
In case you forgot my Instagram.
What are you watching?
What's your Instagram again?
At try to stop me.
Try to stop him.
Just make sure my face is in it.
Oh, baby.
Look at the color on them lunch hooks. Oh, my
Praying,
God.
I'm praying. I'm praying.
All right, promote yourself.
I'm
It
getting a
matched
picture.
the phone.
I'm getting a picture taken. I can't promote myself when I have a picture getting taken. I gotta pose.
Everyone's
I'm
eyes
like
open.
smiling right now. I hope so.
Okay. Your eyes better be open, Danielle.
All right, pick it up. Let's go.
Pick it up.
Pick it
I
up.
was about
I
to
love
close
her.
my eyes.
Pick it up.
Another 3 more seconds.
All right.
All right, we good?
Yeah, you want to check before we keep going? Would you like to check your eyes first? Are you sure?
Perkins.
My name is Tracy Paris, not Perkins.
Oh, like the site.
Yes.
Tracy Paris.
That's good.
You can see me on Twitter. You can see me on Facebook. You can see me on LinkedIn. You can see me on Instagram.
That's
you can see
cute.
me on pretty much every site.
But she's very humble.
But she
Very
lives
humble.
at blah 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 blah.
She'll need your
And
help.
I have a show on Wednesdays, 5:30 to 7, called Real Town with John and Tracy with my partner in crime, John. And
Oh, you're on her show, John?
not that John, the other John.
Gesture is right. I'll take
John,
it.
that John, the John, wherever you are right now, John.
Papa John.
And I'm gonna be doing stand up again. I don't know if I'm
Yes.
gonna do it tomorrow though, man, because I'm not feeling the timing yet, but I'm working on it. But hopefully the next Phil and Maria gig, I'll be doing
That'll
my
be this
stand-up
week,
and-
actually.
I know it's tomorrow, isn't it? I mean Thursday.
Thursday.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm a little, I don't know. I need some more time.
And let's not forget about your podcast, Kiss Me Where It Stinks.
Yeah. That would be your mouth, isn't it?
Oh, that was a good comeback.
That was good.
No, it was damn good.
Promote City Streets.
City Streets is on June 29th, 9 p.m., Saturday night, featuring This young man right here, Turtle Puccio.
Turtle
We're
Pooch.
launching his.
Turtle Puccio.
We're launching his career.
Launching it into space.
I'm sinking.
I want to say
mine.
Turtle Cooch.
Turtle.
No,
Oh, sorry.
no.
Turtle
That,
hoo-ha.
I got that in high
Is your
school.
real name? Is your real first name Turtle?
No,
No,
Okay.
it's not.
no.
Really?
I mean, he was going with it.
I had
for a
the-
long-
I had the
here's
same
my thing.
question.
Why would you pick that animal?
My mom
You think his
chose it.
parents-
I
Your
didn't
mom
choose
chose
it.
it.
Yeah, my mom
And that is
chose it.
adorable.
I didn't choose it.
But your mom chose it when?
When I was a 3-day-old baby, I was giving my first bath. My mom was calling me Shmoo the turtle, but I didn't like Shmoo, and I was bullied
And
all
she
my
used to sing
life. So
to
I
him.
used
It's
turtle
so
as
cute.
like
Wait,
a.
and
I
so
had
that,
that,
and then
yeah.
you proceeded to get bullied your whole life.
Yeah,
Did you
I
tell
didn't
your
go-
mother thank you for
No,
making
no,
sure
no.
that you got
It
bullied?
wasn't a turtle thing. It was just I was bullied, and then I used turtle as
You
like an
deserve to be
alter ego.
bullied.
Why
with
were
the
you
name
bullied?
Shmoo.
What?
Were you? What
I'm
was
a
why?
weird fucking kid.
You were a weird
tall.
kid?
What?
You got that going for you.
Fucking
You know,
weird.
isn't it funny how now bullying is such a thing? Like everyone's like, oh, don't get bullied. And people, the kids killing themselves, being bullied. We were all bullied. I mean,
Yeah.
everyone was
Yeah.
everyone was bullied.
I
I
was,
was
I was beat
a
with my
bully.
old belt one time
But
by a bunch of kids in school.
this is what I'm talking about.
I was almost a sacrifice at my high school. That's why my dad pulled me out.
What the hell were you, a goat?
Sacrifice.
We had a
Were you the
person-
Slender Man girl?
That's scary. That Slender Man is so scary.
Right? I don't know. Which one was it? Were you a goat or the Slender Man kid? I don't know.
No, my there was an intruder in the building the day that whatever it was. I don't know what day it was, but there was an intruder in the building.
They're called
and
teachers.
my classmates were trying to use me as a sacrifice. So they were trying to distract the teacher to bring me out to the one room, while the one fellow classmate tried to open the door. They were going to push me out.
What
when the
movie
guy
is
was-
this?
This is
What
white
the-
people.
Wait,
What movie is this?
What school?
What school did you go to?
I went to a Catholic school.
Oh, well,
Oh
that's
my
why.
God,
because
white
they're
people.
fucking nut
Yeah,
jobs.
My dad
Black
told
people
me-
do not bully like that.
Yeah.
They don't.
My
We
dad.
talk.
Yeah.
We just make you feel insecure. Like
Yeah, yeah. They don't
Yeah, I can
sacrifice
explain.
you. Of course, it was a Catholic school. They
yeah.
believe in magic.
They did a
and
good
shit.
job fixing the palms of your hands. I don't see holes at all.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
You were
So
the
my
next.
dad pulled me out right away.
What was their reason for sacrificing
It wasn't a
you?
I talk
Wiccan
too
school.
much.
It
No,
was
I
a
know.
Catholic school.
I know, but come on, Catholics, they're fucking nuts.
I
Well,
talk too much.
I'm a Catholic. I'm allowed to
I
say
can't
that.
be quiet.
Out of everyone
So
in the school, they chose
sacrifice
you.
that's no-
See, there you go. You know.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's like trying to sacrifice your dog.
What do they call an intruder in a Catholic school? A priest?
Oh, I knew that was coming. They should write a movie about your incident. That should be that could be a
You were a
lifetime.
priest once?
That could be a lifetime show.
good
Oh,
for you.
I'd be selling that shit, man.
you.
All
Write
right,
that
well, you
down.
want me to do that with you?
Well, let's write that down. We're selling it to Lifetime. That's a show right there.
Well, I need to be in it because I watch Lifetime movies.
Well, I
But it has to
guarantee
be a-
Lori Loughlin's
no,
not
it
gonna
has
be
to
in
be
it.
a cute guy, though.
Lori,
but-
neither
has
is
to be like
Felicity
a cute
Huffman.
That could be anyone in this room.
All right, guys. One more thing before we do end the show. Thank you.
How about
all for
Turtle? What's he
being
got
here.
coming
Yeah,
up?
what about
yeah.
What is
Tim?
this shit?
Big
You
city,
were
big
actually
city
already
lights.
announced his gig.
Yeah, big city lights. Yeah, I have big city lights. Right?
City
Big-
streets?
City
Streets.
streets.
That's why I announced it.
I was like, wait,
You gotta
we're
get
going to New York?
We are launching Turtle's career, I'm telling you now.
My Facebook,
streets.
Snapchat, Instagram. It's all Turtle Puccio. It's Turtle. If you don't know what
You know
turtle
how to
is.
spell turtle. You got to
And
go back
then
to school.
Puccio is Puccio. If you didn't know.
Hey, he knows how to spell Snatch Chat. It's a show about vaginas.
Snatch chat.
All right, let's all Facebook each other for those of you who are not on Facebook so we can feel like we bonded to this moment.
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, thank you guys all for being here tonight. I had
Thank
a
you.
blast having
Thank you.
I hope y'all all
Danny,
make
thank you.
connections and collaborations and connections and everything you guys can do.
Yeah.
You know, just to help promote, push. And you know, here at Hamilton Radio, y'all all are welcome.
June 12th, Hopewell Theater.
Big
Just
time, big
walk
time.
in, or you just text me, message me. Can I be on the show tonight? Whoever my other guest
Big-
is, you never know who it is. Walk in, you're allowed. You just gotta let
Awesome.
me know. And one more thing, I just want to make sure everybody knows my modeling event is coming up. It's this Sunday at I Play America.
Oh, wow.
I model for autism.
Big time.
Very nice.
And starts at 12 o'clock. Tickets
Good.
are $20, and you can get them on onebidepal.net/shop/sell-strut. And thank you all for being here.
Hey, we're
tonight.
rooting
Thanks.
for you, Danny.
Thank you. I actually reached my goal. My goal was 75. I raised 125.
Good for you.
So.